Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the weekend. Happy Friday. Hopefully, you guys are settled in for another exciting night of the Do It Big Invitational. Only so many more games to go until we hit the playoffs, but a couple of potentially standing defining games tonight on the cards. So, in our first game, it will be Support Diff versus Chili's Angels. Should be exciting. If you take a look at the standings here, Chili's Angels currently at 7 and 5, tied with Hapuuma Matata for the third seed. Meanwhile, Support Diff are 2 games behind them at 5 and 7. Still can make a late push for that number 3 or 4 seed, but at this point would need some help from Chili's Angels. Can do their part by winning this game, but after that they would need Chili's Angels to drop their final game of the season as well. Meanwhile, for Chili's Angels, a lot to play for. Going to be vying for that all-important bye. Currently, there are 3 teams at 7 wins. Pokecard at 7 and 4. Hapuuma Matata, losing to Pokecard last night, are also at 7 and 5. So, Chili's Angels gonna try to put themselves in pole position for that all-important second bye. The first bye has already been locked up, courtesy of Hapuuma Matata's loss last night to Pokecard, held by Andyland. So will be just a couple of low pressure games for them to round out their season. We'll see if they can come up with some exciting, maybe experimental comps now that they don't need to win anymore. So we'll keep an eye on that as the night progresses. Tonight will not be a solo cast. We'll be joined by my boy Ryan, aka Daddy No Chill. How you doing, Ryan?
I'm doing fine, Daddy ain't got no chill as always. Just vibing out here, trying to help, share my game knowledge.
Yeah, you
You
also
know.
sound like you're trying to fucking slide, dude. I hear the like the lo-fi like da 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 da. I don't. Yeah. Anyways, trying to hit me with that ASMR or something. Okay. Okay, anyways, so as we do round into 8 o'clock here, I am going to check in now with both teams, see if we are ready to go. Hello, gamers.
Hey, Charles. Hey,
Yo,
Roger.
Hey
Wow,
Charles.
that's racist. I just got called
Sorry.
Charles. I know we look alike. But that's not cool, man. It's 2021. Okay, I was gonna ask if you guys are ready, but you guys are in the lobby, so it seems like you guys are ready. Uh, I've been tipped off as to a spicy interview today.
Yeah,
Is that
and
true?
Poochie actually volunteered. He says
Is
he has a
it
lot
bad
of
that I
shit.
almost kicked Roger?
What?
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 No,
Hey, you're on stream, dude.
Rohit's doing the interview, Roger.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was gonna
Yeah.
say. What?
Dang
Yeah.
it.
Okay, okay,
I wanted
okay.
to force the
I was so
coochie.
close to kicking Roger.
Alright. I'm gonna check in with Selena's team, and then we're gonna get going.
Okay, bye Charles.
Okay, hello gamers. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, gamers.
So,
Hello. How's it going?
It's going well.
Going
Going.
great.
Okay, you guys ready to get this dub?
Never better. Yes.
Okay, this should be exciting. I was
Yes.
Mo, I was promised an exciting pregame interview. Are you in on this? Like, do you know?
Yeah, Rohit
Okay,
and I are gonna.
okay, all right,
Duke it out. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
all right. Sounds good. We'll get everybody in the lobby and then we'll get going.
Okay.
Okay, so both teams are chomping at the bit, should be ready to go very soon. As I have alluded to, should also be a spicy pregame interview here between 2 good friends in Ine, representing Support Diff, and Riot Beakro, representing Chili's Angels. Not going to spoil too much. Actually, I don't know what to expect, to be honest, but once we get the pair of them up here on the interview desk, it should be a lot of fun to hear from them both. And okay, with Ifan joining, let me go ahead and grab Ryan. There we go.
Thank you.
Okay.
Let me get pizza in as well, because pizza is also co-cast.
Oh, we're getting pizza. We're getting the pizza co-cast.
Yes, sir. Gonna have that, man. The one and only Fat Drunk One Trick.
Okay, so a quick intro then for my man Pizza Jikan Desu. What does Pizza Jikan Desu mean, Pizza Man?
It means pizza time, but I fucking translated it wrong because I'm shit at the language.
What is it supposed to be?
Uh-huh.
What?
Well, it's supposed to mean pizza time, but I forgot a particle.
Oh,
We don't talk about that.
okay. Failed Weeb, Gragas One Trick, Pizza Jikan Desu going to be joining us on the desk tonight. So, looking forward to whatever contributions you can make onto the cast. Meanwhile, I'm going to get the interview candidates up here as well.
Sir, get them fire up so they don't end each other game, but play serious. Because, yeah, I wasn't there to cast yesterday, but all I'm seeing was. Hello.
Okay, we are joined by the pair of Mo, aka Ine, the jungler for support Diff, and Riot Beakro, formerly the jungler, now probably the AD carry, but we're not 100% sure for Chili's Angels. A pair of good friends? Question mark. True? Yes? No?
Of
We start the
course.
trash talk now, or
I'm just saying, I don't know. You know, coming into this game, I would imagine that you guys are good friends. I don't know what's going to happen on the Rift and how it's going to affect your guys' relationship afterwards, but
yeah, for sure. We're pretty good friends. We knew each other in high school, actually, so it's been a long time.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Have
Back
you
in the
guys
New
been
Hampshire days.
New Hampshire? Damn.
Yeah,
New Hampshire, yeah. It's pretty
best state
far
to live
from
in.
everyone.
Have you guys just been playing League since then?
We actually, at least I didn't know that Rohit played League.
Yeah, I actually didn't know Mo played League either.
I see. It's just a happy accident that you guys
Yep.
found out you guys each other play League. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, two high school buddies here are going to be duking it out on the Rift. My first question, as always, goes over to the blue team representative, Mo. First things first, regarding your team. Andrew, per your guys' last interview, promised that you guys would end the season at 7-7. Since you guys are currently at 5-7 right now, that means that Andrew promised us a win tonight. What are you guys gonna do to make sure that that dream becomes a reality?
You know, we're trying to make these games super entertaining with fights and kind of throws and everything. So, we're trying to make it a fun viewing for everyone. So, when we're playing out there, we got 2 wins. So today's game easy in the bag.
Okay.
Tomorrow's or Sunday's game easy in the bag. So, I'm pretty sure we'll be smashing the next 2 games. Go 7-7.
Got it. Well, with that, then I'm gonna turn it over to one Riot Bicro. Meanwhile, for you guys are sitting pretty at 7-5. With a couple more wins, can potentially clinch that number 2 spot. Obviously, it would also depend on the performances of Pokecard and Hapuuma Matata. We saw that your team came out with a role swap. A bit of a late season shakeup that we've seen some other teams also try to implement. Is this something that you guys are going to continue with going forward, or is it back to Mundo duty for you in the jungle?
We saw support Diff changing up a lot of their champs and like what roles people were playing, and we figured like we might as well do the same thing. So today you might see something completely new.
Okay, I'm excited. Okay, well, that's all the boring stuff out of the way. Mo, what sort of shit talk do you have for Rohit and for his team?
What, you can just put me on the spot?
Okay, fine. I can throw it to Rohit first if you want.
All right, we're gonna help you guys go 7-7 next season. We got you.
Next season?
Yeah.
Next season.
Yeah, like you're not gonna get this season, but next season.
That's it? That's it? That's as far as the trash talk goes? Rohit, I was promised some
Yeah.
spicy, like...
I'll trash talk if he goes first, though. I can't like set the bar too high, you know.
Okay,
Alright,
okay.
alright.
We need some counter punch. We need some punches and counter punches. Okay, Mo, go.
Alright, we're gonna be making everyone go jungle or next person switching top. I think Rohit, you're going top next, because
Mhm.
Rahul's gonna get super tilted after this game.
Wait, does that mean you're playing top mode? Is that what I'm hearing?
Hey, we rolled the dice. You know, Selena whips us into shape. She's like, "Yo, you're going here," and we're just like, "All right, we got you, Selena."
I see how it is.
Okay.
I think after this game, though, our team's gonna be called support difference because Helen's gonna smack. It's gonna be great.
Oh, okay. So
Ooh.
maybe it'll be
Wait,
the Amiza
wait,
142 cap.
we're all supports, so you know it's a
Exactly.
different
That's a
role.
whole diff team. Whole team diff.
This is the most like cordial trash talk I've heard in a minute. I'm not gonna lie. Like there's too
I
much
have, like,
laughing, not enough not enough
Flame bud.
hostility. You know, like it can be
Yeah.
it can be wholesome hostility, but it needs to be hostility. You know.
All right, Roger. Let's hear your flame. Let's hear a flame for both teams from Roger.
Flame for both teams from
Yeah.
me. Mo, you gonna learn how to like clear jungle or what?
Alright, I'm leaving. I'm done.
You asked for it. I mean, okay. Well, Rohit asked for it. I mean, I could have posed the same question to Rohit, but he's out of the jungle, so you know.
Yeah,
That
I'm out of the jungle because I couldn't clear my jungle.
exactly. So now you have to just class hit minions, which are somehow infinitely easier than clearing jungle camps, which do the exact same thing every single time. So.
to be fair, I agree with that.
Wait, where's my flame, Roger? I need some high quality flame.
Where's whose flame? Your
My
flame?
flame.
Well,
Yeah,
I
get
mean,
flamed.
you know, it's pretty hard to lead your team in deaths as an AD carry, but I think you somehow managed to do it in the last game, despite having a Zillion and a Shen. So you gotta keep that up, you know, if you want to make Mo's team go 7-7. But maybe.
Dude, my job on the team is to give the other team hope. Like that's my job on the team. Like I try to go in first. Like I face check the bushes just to make sure the other team has a chance. You know, gotta hold my team back.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Okay, Rohit going to
Note
change his
taken.
name to Sandbag after this game, right? Sandbag. Gonna be on the Rift. Keep an eye out for that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, but with that, then, let's just get into the game. I want to see how you guys go at it. So good luck to the pair of you. Mo, clear your jungle when you're not ganking people. You'll be fine. Rohit, maybe position just a little bit safer. Who knows? Maybe do your job. Okay.
All right.
All right. You asked for a
Luck.
flame. Good luck, guys. Okay. Ooh, what the hell is this? Who did you just time out, Ryan?
Melon.
Okay, I have to time out. Sorry, Helen, I have to time you out. Ryan did redeem the viewer reward. So, Melon, 600, reason Ryan. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, we should get ready to load into Pick and Ban very, very soon. Should be a fun one. Now,
True.
up until, you know, the recent changes for both teams, at least for Chili's Angels, they had a very predictable playstyle. Very much a weak side top, general press R comp, just death ball around objectives, and kind of play that to victory. But with this recent swap, three-way swap, where Chili is now in the jungle, Akuji is in the mid lane, and Riot Beaker is in the bot lane. We saw them play a more skirmish-oriented composition last time, and rely on globals to really force a team fight as opposed to just grouping up all together. We saw the Shen come in, we saw the Zillion come in, and unfortunately for their opponents, don't worry, we scaled. They just could not find the definitive picks before they just got Zillion rezzed or Shen ulted. So we're going to see here if that continues to be the case for Chili's Angels if they come out with a more different looking playstyle, or if they do revert back to their old ways of just team fighting better than every other team in the tournament. Meanwhile, for support diff, we've seen them also come up with a bit of a swap. They put Bao Bao's in the jungle last time around on the, I want to say on Hecarim. And they put Ine in the top lane. So we're going to see if that continues for them as well. As Mo has hinted at, perhaps trollingly, going to be some more shakeups here for support diff.
I mean, they just switching position, but their team comp is still pretty much staying the same. With like they are still a team fight comp, with Tang top laner as always, and then now that even Ikuzi in mid. Last time he was playing Zyra, which is also considering as a team comp champion. So it's like I think all they did was just switching up the position to see like how people are, like trying out new things. Plus, they guarantee playoffs, so I think they can afford to do that.
Yeah, that's a good point. But playoffs versus that first round bye is a very, very different scenario. So I hope at least Chili's Angels should recognize they still have all to play for. Support diff, not out of it either in terms of positioning, can put themselves in a favorable spot compared to having to play potentially the 3rd seed as the 6th seed with both double jungle gap, Ryan, your team, and the pair of Team Strag and Don't Worry We Scale still within punching range of support diff.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I mean it's pretty tight down there with the last 4 team, honestly. But we'll do whatever it takes to make it to playoff.
I also just realized I didn't switch over to the client until just now, so whoopsie daisies. But as you guys can see, we already have all the bans coming in here, and it's going to be an immediate Lilia locked in by support diff, which is not a champion that we've seen from them at all this season. So going to be interesting to see who is piloting the Lilia this time around.
Just a better question is Bao Bao going to go top lane or he gonna go jungle? With the fact that Chili Angel is spending 2 ban to ban Bao Bao out, I think it's gonna. I'm not sure if he's gonna still playing top.
Yeah, I think this is something that's been a really nice adaptation for support diff, is they make other teams ban out Bao's top lane pool, only for Bao to literally not go top lane. So we're gonna see if he does that again. I want to say that I saw Selena playing Lilia in your guys' in-house / stream. So maybe we see Selena in the jungle. Could end up
no
being
leaking
spicy.
strat.
Well, we're not leaking
No.
strats. They're already into pick and ban here, right? So.
Oh, that's true.
We'll
It's
see
definitely possible. She did play it quite a bit yesterday in the scrims.
Ooh, and how was it,
Yeah.
Pizza?
It was good.
Blink twice if you have a gun to your head right now. Okay.
We got ass clapped. That's all I will say about that.
Okay. Meanwhile, going to be a Nautilus picked up here as well. Should be in the hands of Yifan. So we've seen Sowina, Ine, and Bao Bao's all swap around a little bit throughout the season. We saw, for example, Sowina go in the top lane on a Lao. What is this?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I think Bao Bao just lagged out.
We have some technical issues.
We're gonna have to keep an eye on the chat here. I haven't seen anything just yet, though.
Oh, they say Nautilus is Leona.
Okay. Alright, so sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We did not get that placeholder pick in time. But we should be able to get it all locked up this time around.
And also, Helen get to play her favorite. Well, not really favorite, because I thought she was a Lulu one trick until she told me that she just become a Lulu one trick when she joined the tournament.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Lulu, a very, very fun champion. Cap. Okay. So yeah, we saw there Lulu and Ashe get locked in as the bot lane, presumably for Chili's Angels. Should be a fallback option. Comfortable picks here for both Rybikro and Amisa142, aka Helen. We saw Rohit on the Ashe in their first game with their this new look roster. But as I alluded to in the pregame interview, he did lead his team in death, despite A, being an AD carry, and B, having a Zillion and a Shen on the team. Don't know how that happens. If he repeats that feat again, may not be the result that Chili's Angels are looking for.
I mean, to be fair, that game they would keep charging at him.
Yeah.
He would mispositioning a couple of fight, but other than that, I think he did a really good job because considering like he just switched to a new role and you know, because he's used to be a jungle main and jungler are normally be in the front line, is not back line.
Yeah.
So I think he did a great job.
I'm just giving Rohit shit. And I know that coming into this season, he wasn't a jungle main necessarily. I think this is actually a bit of a reversion back to what he's more comfortable with in terms of playing a laner and playing, you know, these damage dealers that can pop off. I've seen Rohit pop off before, but unfortunately this season, with Chili's Angels playstyle, he's been relegated a lot to Mundo duty or Olaf duty, or just champions that I don't think are necessarily in his wheelhouse. Okay, but speaking of wheelhouses, we have a Leona and a Tristana locked in. Neither of these champions are necessarily well, I guess Yifan has played a few games of Leona, but I do believe this is Bot My Drew's first game of Tristana this season. If it ends up being that Bop is going in the bot lane, not a guarantee by any stretch of the imagination. And we're going to have an Anivia locked in here in the hands of Akuji, presumably. So a bit of a Freljord theme coming out in the early pick phase.
They copy our strat, pizza. They copy our strat.
For sure.
Yep.
Yeah,
This is what we ran yesterday.
Themed, regional themed scrims yesterday.
I see.
Played Freljord. Lulu, unfortunately, not fitting in, but we'll let it slide.
It's okay.
It would be interesting to consider this Tristana going into the mid lane. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be a very good matchup for the Anivia, but I guess we'll wait and see. I'm not sure if the mid laner for Baba's team plays Tristana, but
yeah. It could be just that Bao Bao's does go in the mid lane. We haven't seen him play Tristana, but Tristana has been a very, very popular pick of late as a solo laner, especially in the mid lane. Just so much damage that a lot of mid laners like Anivia cannot stand up to. So that would be spicy. Tristana Leona also just a very good all-in bot duo. But yeah, this is, now that you guys bring it up, a really good flex pick here for support diff.
Yeah, and like especially, I mean, they have a AP jungler, so I think they can afford to play that. You know, and then maybe have like a bruiser top. Give me a second. Let me just time out Helen one more time.
Oh my god, what is wrong with you?
I mean, just
Helen, if you have channel points, you can time out Ryan too, you know?
bit of a war going on in the chat right now.
Okay. Seriously, this is a little bit fucked up. We're just getting so many timeouts here. But, I mean, Helen should be reloading into the game relatively soon, so it won't be typing too much into Twitch chat, hopefully. Helen, if I see you typing to Twitch chat in the middle of the game, I'm going to start asking some questions. Okay, speaking of questions, we have a continuation of the Freljord theme, right?
yes, Ornn is Freljord.
Okay.
And Ornn is broken. Yes.
Okay, so Ornn is Freljord and Ornn is broken. True. Okay, let's see what the picks are going to be here. Okay, so with the Ahri being locked in, should go in the mid lane, which does mean Tristana should go in the bot lane. And we're going to see here what's going to be the top lane pick. Given these champions, I would imagine that Bao Bao's will probably go top. But we'll see.
I mean, yesterday Bao Bao did play Garen. Yep, I expected.
Oh.
And it's gonna be Garen with Ignite, by the way. So you think Garen is Cancer? Time that by 10.
Okay, so Garen gonna be locked in here. Ryan with the insider knowledge, courtesy of the scrim that he and Pizza played in versus Support Diff last night. And okay,
Spicy Shyvana pick.
we're gonna get the AP Shyvana in the hands of Chili5. Charles has been absolutely chewing my ear off about this pick, asking me what goes with AP Shyvana, what goes with AP Shyvana, what comps do I play with AP Shyvana, and I told him just fucking play it, bro. It's not that hard. You know.
Just fucking play.
Yeah, so we're gonna see here, Chili5 on Shyvana. He's played more than enough games with me, so he knows exactly the standards that he should be following in order to make this pick work. But as we take a look at both of these compositions here, gentlemen, which composition do you guys favor?
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, one team is just super strong as picking, like, you know, especially with, well, kinda, because it's,
I mean, they're gonna have a great laning phase because it's Ari again and Nivea, and then is Tristana and Leona versus Ashe and Lulu. You know, it's just the jungle matchup is, I'm not sure, but I know top lane is Garen gonna have advantage, especially with Ignite. You know,
Right.
so if Chili 5 team could just survive the laning phase and just go into team fight, I think they should be amazing. Like, should be in a good shape because AP Shyvana and Nivea could just literally just like, they just breathe on you and you will collapse immediately.
Yeah, that's a good point. And only Garen, and I guess technically Leona as the real frontline options here for support diff is going to mean that if Chili's Angels can coordinate their poke with the Ashe volley into the Shyvana fireball over the top, then support diff are going to be starting team fights at a huge HP deficit.
yeah, and I mean, it's just Lilia is a really strong pick, but it's also depend on the pilot, you know, because a good Lilia ulti that can bubble like 3-man can really turn the team fight around, you know.
Right. Yeah. So
I think it's really going to be on Supp Diff to play the early and mid game correctly because Ahri does not outscale Anivia, and if Tristana falls behind, she's not going to be able to Goomba stomp like that champion wants to.
Right.
So seeing as the Deer is not a very good early ganker, neither is Shyvana. I think a lot of it comes down to perhaps the support roams and perhaps mid roams as well.
Yeah, that's a good point. Shyvana definitely not a champion until she can hit level 6 and can start turning into a dragon once every minute to minute and a half. Meanwhile, for Lilia, can early gank if she can get some stacks going on her passive and just zoom into the lane, but otherwise has no real CC tools. But does have good setup in both the mid and the bot lane, so we'll see here if Lilia opts for the power clear or if she opts to try to get involved with some of these lanes here. Should be fun as well, just seeing yet another support main in the jungle. Serena has not made her appearance in the jungle yet this season, so looking forward to her jungle debut. Okay, with that, let's take a look as well at the betting. looks to be very even once again. Chili's Angels with a 4% advantage ends up being 54-46 as the spectator delay comes to a close. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to load into the game between Support Diff and Chili's Angels. Here we go.
Oh, and I thought they were gonna rock out like old blue, but then Rahul kind of.
Oh
like,
no! Yeah,
yeah.
true. They did.
Shawty don't bang that way.
Oh my God! Wait, you're actually so right. Actually, I was about to say, you know, Lulu can match the Freljord theme if she does pick up the Winter Wonder skin, which she did, but Ornn standing out, looking like a goddamn tree and a half next to all these otherwise icy champs coming out from Chili's Angels.
I mean, if he run the Thunder God Ornn, then you know.
Yeah. Someone
Okay,
didn't play TFT. Someone didn't play TFT. Anyways, as it stands here, Chili's Angels, 4 out of their 5 members are iced out, as they do say in the A, right, Ryan?
Yes. Shawty don't bang that way. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying. I do not know what you're saying, but I'll take your word for it. Alright. As it stands, it's going to be pretty customary 5-point spreads coming out from both teams. Will be interesting to see here which side both junglers start on. Lilia does have the clear advantage over Shyvana. Both champions are technically capable of 315 clears, but it is a little bit harder to execute for Shyvana. Lilia also, if she can kite properly with her passive, should have a generally healthier clear as well, so we're going to keep an eye on that. But looks like junglers will be starting on opposite sides here, which in my opinion generally favors the Shyvana because she really does not want to be interacting with enemy champions in the early game.
How would you think like Lilia ganking ability? Because I don't think she's that effective because her bowling ball is super hard to land.
Yeah.
And like.
But she, you know, the thing with Lilia is like she just runs in with Mach speed, right? And she does do a decent amount of damage with the, if she can land the Watch Out Heap. I'm so disappointed that I know the name of that ability, but if she can land the center of her W plus the outer ring of her Lilting Blows, her Q, then she actually does a lot of damage in a gank. Also has Dark Harvest as well, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. And has, as I mentioned earlier, good gank setup, so it's going to mean here that if an Ari Charm lands or if a Leona Engage lands, then Lilia just has to do damage, which she's more than happy to do. Meanwhile, for Shyvana, her gank potential early is absolute dog shit. She presses E and then just runs at you like moderately fast. And doesn't have the setup. Hold on, gonna be an engage in the bot lane here. Leona gonna go aggressive, jumping in onto Ashe here. Gonna be taking to half HP already. Has the jump reset as well. Gonna be flashing in for his bot my juke. 2 more autos gonna be enough, but only gonna find 1, which will mean that Riot Beakro does get to live with his life, but is gonna be down both of his summoners here and has the wave in a very unfavorable position.
I mean, that was real unlucky because like that could definitely be like first blood and with that snowball start rolling, but there's no way like bot lane could hold it. But Beakro, you live for another day.
Does live for another day. Okay. I'm surprised Lilia isn't kiting the camps, looks like she's taking a lot of damage. I mean, you can't kite the red if you're getting a leash, because if you just change the leash aggro too much, then you will get that camp reset on you. I haven't been watching the rest of her clear, but yeah, it's going to be interesting, by the way, once this new patch hits. 11.6 is going to nerf Ravenous Hunter, going to take it from 1% starting to 0%, which means jungle champions like Lilia will have that, just that little bit of sustain. But hold on here, gonna get a potential clash of the junglers in the mid lane. Shyvana gonna force Ari towards her jungler in the top side, but now gonna reset here. And looks to be just two
Oh, wait a
power
moment,
playing
and a
junglers.
death push in the bot lane. And
Ooh,
I think Micro is just dead.
yep, so good setup here. Gonna be another Goomba Stomp. So you mentioned here, Pizza, if Tristana can get those Goomba Stomps coming in, especially in this early game with this Leona support, then she can really having a good time. And having a good time she is. Ashe without the summoners, with the Lulu away warding the river. Gonna go down there. That was a really good setup by the pair of Yifan and Bot My Drew.
Goomba what?
Goomba Stomp.
What is Goomba Stomp?
What do you mean? You never played Mario? Ryan,
Oh.
I know you're a
He's
Zoomer, but
born in the wrong generation.
Oh,
You
my.
gotta speak in terms of Minecraft for this, man.
yeah. I mean,
Oh,
like
oh, the little thing that looked like mushroom?
yeah, yes. Kind of looks. I'm happy that you went with mushroom instead of something else I thought you would definitely go with, but
No.
Gotta
Keep it PG on
yeah,
the screen.
gotta keep it PG for the stream. Exactly, because we all know what a Goombas really look like, don't we, Ryan?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't know.
Surprisingly
But-
here in the top lane, Ornn more than happy to stand up to the Garen, which is supposed to be a lane bully pick, I would imagine, but as it stands, Ornn is even on CS. Oh no! Oh yes! Okay, never mind! Rahul is a master baiter, holy shit! So, I thought that was Omega BM. He just dinged level 6! It just outplayed him out by leveling up. Oh my god, what a play coming out from Central Rahul. Sensually forging items right in front of Garen's face, who then gets baited into taking a tower shot, and Ornn with the level up able to live through the ignite damage. Wow, what a play from Sensual Rahul.
Dude, how mad are you right now? How mad are you right now?
If you're Bao's probably a little bit fuming, but hold on. Ooh, gotta be careful here. If you're a Misa 142, you have flash, but your 80 carry does not. And Leona can use your body as a launching pad, so gotta be careful here.
Also,
And
you see Chili sneaking the early dragon here. It does not seem like Supp is aware of this.
Yeah, I really like this. Yep. You're 100% right, Pizza. We have the Shyvana taking down the first mountain dragon of the game, but it looks like Ari here is roaming down. Should be aware, but gonna be smited away. Now Shyvana is level 6. Gonna jump right onto Ari here. Gonna get charmed back in though. Does Ari though not too much mana means that she's gonna go very, very low here. And one more E from Shyvana, it'll take that one down. But meanwhile, gonna be Ari falling in the bot. Not Ari. Ashe falling in the bot lane. Lulu gonna almost follow there. Gonna be able to flash away just in time, but Chili 5 able to take away the first dragon of the game, which was a mountain dragon. Unfortunately, we did not get to see what happened to Rai Bikro in the bot lane, but continuing that trend that we alluded to in the pre-match interview, going to be leading his team in deaths once again.
I think at this point bot lane is just over because like he died twice and he missing out so much CS and like XP. So I think it's like call it a wrap. You know, just play slow and let your team carry this game, I guess.
It definitely will be hard for him to stay on lane from now on.
But top side though, Rahul is showing like.
Oh my god.
It's not Rahul today. Who's playing his account right now? This is not weak side, top side. What am I looking at? What is this?
It's a new day. It's a new Rahul. Let's see what other adjectives can go with Rahul instead of sensual. Sexual? Maybe he's
roughly Rahul.
He's gone full-blown sexual Rahul this game up against Bao's. Turning around, which again I thought would be a disadvantageous matchup for the Ornn, but we're having a good time though so far. Is relatively even on CS and does have that solo kill to his name as well.
I mean, I don't know, is it a horror or the champ is just broken? I think it's a little bit of both, you know.
Hold on, gonna be an aggressive invade here by Shyvana. Gonna use the Dragon Force to try to get in, but now Lilia gonna push Shyvana to sleep here. However, does wake Shyvana back up. We're gonna poke this dragon here, but Lilia already down and needs to be careful because one E over the wall. There it is, boom! Oh my goodness, there it is! So yeah, I was gonna say, gotta respect the fireball coming out from Shyvana, but Sawina not aware of this pick's potential. Gonna go down there to Shyvana, AP Shyvana now online. and should be able to turn this pick on the Lilia into a Rift Herald as well. Things looking good here for Chili's Angels. Outside, though, of this bot lane, where Leona unfortunately missed a Solar Flare on Ashe, who did have to flash away, but that was a dive attempt that was foiled by Riot Beakro.
Can I say?
All in all, a good roam from the support and Lulu, enabling all of that to happen right there.
Yeah, but unlucky that she did not get no assist though. So, and like her ADC is now lost a flash. But
Yeah, that was a solo kill for Shyvana. That's a good point, Ryan.
Yes.
So not as much gold in the economy as it could be. It's going to mean here that with the CS differential in the bot lane, that support diff still hold on to a 1,000 gold lead here. We're going to see, though, where Shyvana decides to drop this Rift Herald. Can get some plate gold, maybe even turn it into a first tower of the game as well. One thing I'm going to expect here is for Shyvana with this Dragon Form to go bot here and prey on the aggression of Leona and Tristana. We saw this yesterday coming out from Pokecard up against Hapuuma Matata. Leonas generally have one track in their mind, and that one track is to just always go in. So if Shyvana can be there at the opportune time, then can turn around that aggression.
Leona player is just programmed to do one thing, go for the ADC, nothing else.
I mean, am I wrong though? Am I wrong? Hold on. Okay, so as it stands here, let's see if Shyvana can pick up the Night Harvester before the next dragon of the game. Shyvana, a very good dragon killer with her Fury of the Dragonborn passive. It gives her, I want to say, 10% extra damage to dragons, and gives her armor and MR every time she kills a dragon. So, wants to play for that for sure. And if she can pick up this Night Harvester before the next fight, she's going to be doing just omega poke damage.
Wait, but top, it's a top gap though, because Rahul already finished his mythic item, while Garen is having a Yar sale right now.
Yeah. Going for, hold on, aggression here in the bot lane as Rohit going to be aggressed on here by the trio of Lilia. Going to do a two-man sleep coming out. Rohit going to go down here, going to be picked up by Yifan, and now going to be another kill handed over to Sawina. So the bot lane here of Chili's Angels going to be the priority for support diff. Meanwhile, Chili's Angels going to try to retaliate with a mid push, but Ari is back now. Gonna eat a Flash Frost plus the Frostbite over the top, but should be enough to respond to the Rift Herald push, which will mean that the Rift Herald only ends up getting 3 plates. Decent, but not the greatest value. And with the bot lane down for Chili's Angels, now it's going to be a dragon count leveled up at 1-1.
And at this point, I think bot lane is just a walking ATM, you know, like you just run there, run them wallet, and then just, that's how you get your ADC fed, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, Ryan. 4 kills. Hold on, it's going to be a potential 5th kill as Selena is found out over the wall. Ooh, but the Buster Shot going to send Lulu towards the safety of her tower. A little bit unfortunate there from Bot My Jew. I think overestimating his burst potential. Unfortunately, did not get that explosive charge to proc with one more auto attack, and Lulu with the shield is enough to stand up to the burst.
I think he should just jump in and, you know, get that off, couple more auto attack, and then just launch her away, and then she gonna be like, I don't know, send her to the other side of the world.
True. As it stands here, hold on, Lilia in threat of getting executed by Red Buff here. Does, oh no. Oh no. We never like to see that here. But yeah, I was gonna say, I recognize the dangerous sides as a jungler. You gotta kite a lot better than that, Selena, if you want to live against the danger that is the Brambleback. Brambleback gonna take a kill here onto the poor little Lilia. So a bit of an oopsies there from Sawina, but her team's still in a strong position here, courtesy of the bot lane play coming out from the pair of Yifan and Bot My Jew. Gonna mean that support diff are still holding on to this 1,000 gold lead.
Bambi just got run over. And on the top side, it's a little scrimmage, and Garen looked like he giving Ornn a haircut with his E, and Ornn is just running back. You know, nothing he can do.
Yep. So unfortunately, as a tank top laner, the items that you build don't really do too much for you in terms of dueling potential. And Garen now steadily building towards the Stride Breaker, going to be picking up more attack speed, more damage, more haircut potential, as you put it, Ryan, with the spin to win button.
He's about to give them fade, you know, double blade, what you want on the side, you know.
What you want on the side. Yeah, these are things my barber has never asked me because I do not live in Atlanta. Okay, as it stands here, Shyvana gonna show her face in the top lane. We haven't really seen the Shyvana try to exert her presence in this mid game, which I really think is the strongest time for Shyvana before the enemy champions can start picking up some magic resist. And before they feel confident enough to engage on you, when you're in dragon form, you do so much damage. And no, hold on to Ashe. Ooh, gonna walk in too close. Gonna eat another solar flare. Here we go. Seems to be deja vu. The wild growth plus the flash from the Ashe, though, gonna get her to safety. And now gonna be a teleport coming in from Ornn. Oh no, from Anivia here. And now Tristana gonna be forced to run. Gonna be walled in, forced to flash over the wall. So good teleport coming in from Akuji. Going to force the summoners out from Tristana. Both heal and flash used there to get away from the Icebird.
I think right there, if Ikuzi teleport to the war in the bush number 3 instead of the minion, this would be a lot better because Tristana is already jumped, you know.
Either way, it did force the flash from Tristana.
Oh, and heal also. So like now bot lane could breathe a little bit better.
Yep.
But the chance of dying is still high, you know, with Tristana and Leona.
Yeah, but now that Tristana does not have flash, Ashe arrow cooldown is obviously a lot lower than flash cooldown. So I want to see if Chili's Angels can try to set up a bot lane play. Hold on, in the mid lane though, are we going to try to go aggressive? The Shyvana going to go in, but not going to land the... Oh, actually does land the first bot block, excuse me. Going to mean that Arya taken to about 30% HP, but is going to get charmed in here. Going to be put to sleep as well is a dragon, but Arya needs to get off of the fire. There we go, but Lilia unfortunately will be slowed down here, and Shyvana does have flash. Ooh, could have hooked for that flash fireball, but not confident enough. So Ine will live to fight another day. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for Sawina on the Lilia. It's gonna mean here that Chili picks up another kill on the AP Shyvana.
It was a zoo fight in the mid lane because there was a fox, a deer, a dragon, and a bird. 4 of them just go at it. True. And unfortunately, the deer just got stoned to death by the bird. You know,
Stoned
can
to
I say?
death. God damn. Pretty brutal for Anivia. Okay, well, it should be a fun game here, Ryan, because we have an Infernal Dragon spawning in 10 seconds, which is Shyvana's Wet Dream. Wants as much damage as possible, so gonna try to get the Fury charged back up here. We'll be able to do that with just another couple of hits onto this Gromp, and after that we're gonna see exactly the potential of AP Shyvana in a 5v5 scenario. I've been talking to Charles about this pick and how to play it. But when you're playing AP Shyvana, you generally don't want to actually go forward with your ulti. You want to just ult and then just start lobbing E's over the top. So we're going to see here if that's the play. But support Diff going to force the issue here. Already started on the Dragon, which is down to about 3.3k now. It's going to force the Ornn Horn to come out here. And Shyvana now going to try to go in with it. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Soul Flow up the top going to land on the Anivia. But it's going to be Lilia, the first casualty. Now Shyvana going to do so much damage. Oh my goodness gracious. And Tristana already shut down. Double kill for Shyvana. Triple kill for Shyvana with the flash. And there we go. AP Shyvana now online. Unfortunately, did not pick up a Dark Seal, but it doesn't matter because she just picked up a triple kill. Chili's Angels led by Chili from the jungle instead of from the mid lane. Gonna take both the team fight and the dragon as well. It's gonna mean that they also pick up the first turret of the game, and now it seems to have broken open in favor of Chili's Angels. Now up to a 3,000 gold lead as well as the dragon advantage.
This is an actual jungle gap, and you know what I always say to my teammate when I see a fat Shyvana in solo queue?
What? What do you say to him?
This is the end of Wakanda. Yes. it's literally it's the end of Wakanda because there's no way the backline could have fun with a fat Shyvana.
Yeah. You're 1000% right. When Shyvana can have access to this soft underbelly of Ahri, Tristana, Leona, and Lilia, it's gonna do so much work, and that's exactly what we saw there. Augmented again by these complementary picks of both Ornn and Ashe. I really like this composition from Chili's Angels. It means that Shyvana E is going to be really, really hard to dodge when you have to deal with the slow coming in from Volley, from Enchanted Crystal Arrow, from the Call of the Forge God. So it's just really good setup for Shyvana to really pop off.
It's Shyvana gaming time. It's just literally. They just build around her at this point. I think like that's how they should win. They just play around that and let Anivia do her thing, like zoning people out.
Yeah, definitely. And now Shyvana has the Cosmic Drive as well. Shyvana, obviously, with no resource, means that she's only gated by her cooldowns, and Cosmic Drive is going to do a lot to help her in that department. Going to give her a whopping 40% ability haste at this stage, which means her E is on a 4.7 second cooldown. Oof. That is tough to deal with if you are support diff.
Especially with no shields or healing streffed in the comp. It's going to be a rough time, for sure.
Yeah.
Just you run up, you get spit on, you run back down. There's nothing you can do.
True. Yeah. It's going to mean here that for support diff, if they want to find a win here, I think what they need to do is try to find some picks with Ahri, with Leona. If they can find Shyvana by herself and potentially land a stun on her in human form, she's still very, very, very squishy. But as it stands here, with that not being the case so far, and with Shyvana able to pick her own fights, as she picks another one, potentially going to go into the bot lane here. Are we going to try to get away? We're going to have to eat the Call of the Forge God, and now has only one more dash to try to get away, but Shyvana with one more E. Oh, the Everfrost goes in the complete opposite direction, but looks to be a call and response because Tristana does dive Anivia successfully in the mid lane. Meanwhile, Garen going to go aggressive in the top lane, but it's a Garen trying to punch through Lulu, and Ashe. Is going to be that Garen goes down in a 1v2. I don't think it necessarily needed to pick there. As it stands, though, with the Nivea falling in the mid lane, it's going to mean that a ton of damage is going to start being dealt to Chili's Angels mid-tier 2 turret, courtesy of the explosive charge from Tristana. The tier 2 turret will go down, so a support diff not going down without a fight here.
I saw Tristana was hovering around the rafter cage, and I was like, he really want that chicken wings. Look, I thought they wouldn't dive it, but again, then Leona just show up and they has the nice barbecue cookout. Turny Koozie right there, just gone.
A nice little bucket of KFC, yep, for support diff in the mid lane. But as it stands here with this absolutely rampant Shyvana, who is now on a 650 gold shutdown, going to be looking at this next Infernal Dragon as well. The reset's going to come in. Let's see what Shyvana picks up here with her newfound riches. But it's going to be just so hard for support diff to play.
I mean, and I guess it's like a good thing that Chili Angel did not get the first 2 dragon, because now they have a chance of getting 3 Infernal, which is like a lot better than an Ocean.
Yeah. Definitely. Shyvana here with the shop, actually picking up a couple of not particularly impactful, not impactful, but one-time use items here. Does have the stopwatch in the inventory as well as a Dark Seal. I think maybe Charles heard me on the cast trying to look for a potential. Hold on. Ahri going to find Shyvana there, but it's actually going to be Ahri being found by Mo. Or sorry, not by Mo, by Rohit here. With the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, but that is a crucial cooldown use, and actually now Shyvana used her ult a little bit early. If you're support diff here, all you gotta do is just wait this out, and then you can really fight a 4v5 essentially. Ornn, however, does have teleport in the top lane, and Shyvana here gonna try to extend the duration of her ultimate here by autoing the dragon, but will now revert to human form, and the dragon is going low, gonna be smited away by Shyvana. So 3-1 now, put on Infernal Soul point. Sleep though gonna land onto 2, but unfortunately retreat call gonna be the call here for support diff. as they do not feel confident with these low HP members to take a fight, even with Shyvana in human form. It's going to mean here that Chili's Angels are looking at Infernal Soul Point with one of the strongest poke champions in the game.
Yeah, and as Ornn hits level 14, we're going to see some item upgrades. First one going over to Kuji.
And like whenever the item is upgraded, you know, the name of it changed, and some of them sound nice as hell. Like, you know, the Gale Force.
Becomes
It's changed into Typhoon, yeah, instead of Tyrone, which is could be a lot better, you know, in my opinion.
They just turned the item's name into Tyrone.
Yeah, like that's what I would call it, you know, because Typhoon is cool, but it's just I don't know, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, Leandri's Lament, Wormfallen Sacrifice, Tyrone.
Just roll right off the tongue.
Yeah.
Just roll right off the tongue, indeed.
Oh yeah.
What's the upgrade for Night Harvester called?
I honestly don't know, but
I hope we can
I
see it
think-
soon though.
Yeah.
As one of the most fed birds on the side of Chili's Angels.
Yeah.
I think Rahul should have gave it to Charles first rather than Anivia, because
As it stands,
obviously-
he is level 15 now, so it does have the second upgrade.
Yeah, because we all know that Chili's in this game is the main cast, and everybody's just the side cast.
And Lulu, they're able to steal away the red buff from Garrett, so yeah, Baobao's just not having a good time this game. Hold on, gonna be an engage here from EA onto Rohit. Rohit gonna try to flash away, but oh
Massive
my
energy.
god! So much damage coming out from the Shyvana, but now Shyvana gonna be potentially overextended, gonna fall asleep here, and then EA gonna juke out from the fireball. It's gonna mean that the Shyvana is finally shut down with the hourglass in the inventory. I don't think it would have done much there, but all of a sudden, two huge picks here for support Diff, getting them back into this game. Both Ashe and Shyvana going down there. That was so much burst coming out from Shyvana, but just almost gonna be the name of the game for Chili, unfortunately. However, Garrett is
really like those
overextended.
picks there, but
Oh no!
I really don't know about pushing this mid lane here. As they say, there's infinite wave clear on the side of Chili's Angels, and all that happens in the end is they sacrifice Selena's life.
Yeah, so
This-
Ornn,
this-
they
It would
call
have
the
been much
Forge
better
Cut.
if they just went for Baron there.
It's gonna mean that actually Selena goes down. Now we're gonna flash back in. One more auto on the Ahri. Should be able to pick that one up. The Frostfire gonna be slowing down the Ahri, and now Garen gonna try to come back in here with the Lulu Wild Growth. Though gonna buy enough time for Ashe to respawn and get involved. Picks up a kill onto Yifan on the Leona. Now Garen and Tristana running for the hills, and instead of supportive picking up Baron is going to be Chili's Angels that should pick this up in short order. So a bit of a overextension there by support Diff means that they do not secure this very important neutral objective.
This game is just champ diff, man. I don't know what to tell them. It's just champ diff. Like did you guys saw that? They were literally 3v5 and they just got ran over.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
they
I
just
mean,
ran.
you know, as Pisa alluded to, there was infinite wave clear from the Anivia that if you have Baron buff, you know, the minions are a lot more resistant to magic damage, but if you don't have Baron buff, Anivia literally presses Q and R and your entire minion wave is gone. And then they were walled in, turret, Anivia, Ornn just beating down on 3 hapless members of support Diff.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think they cannot force to do Baron because with Anivia, and like if everybody got caught in the freaking Baron cave and then Anivia just wall that and then just drop an R, I think they just like, you know, they just die slowly, you know. But at the same time, what's the odds of that gonna happen?
Yeah. As it stands here, Shyvana now with the upgrade, which apparently is called Vespertide. Did not see that one coming. But it's going to mean here that with Infernal Soul potentially spawning in 30 seconds, this really could be the game for Chili's Angels. However, if you're support Diff, you shouldn't be too sad because you are setting up in... Oh, I was going to say you're setting up in the bush. And you're now going to try to find another pick and a Force Enchanted Crystal Arrow to come out. But now with a couple more charges coming in. Ooh, the charm going to land on Shyvana though. Let's see if they try to go aggressive. But no, now going to be eating blown up by the AP Shyvana. Both Garen and Ahri sitting right on top of that fireball. Oh my god, Tristana just taken to about 30% HP with one ability. And now, oh, good night. Look at this AP Shyvana just running riot over support Diff. Gonna be 4 members now down. Only Lilia left to tell the story of this absolute massacre coming in from Chili's Angels. This Shyvana cannot be contained. 7-1 and 3, leading the way to victory for her team.
My man, I don't know, bro. It's just like just imagine that Shyvana is your science teacher with coffee bread, and then that Tristana is you walking up asking a question, and the moment that Shyvana just breathed on you, you got knocked out like that. Oh my god, that's just disgusting. I don't know.
Alright, I didn't follow that fucking reference at all, Ryan, but it doesn't fucking matter because there is another push here, and Shyvana already has ultimate. Gonna try to pick up a kill. Ari gonna be the first one to fall here. Garen gonna go very, very low as well. Try to flash over the wall, but the call of the forge gonna come out. Let's see if Rahul can find a snipe. No, gonna just knock up the Leona here. And now Lilia running for the hills with a very angry dragon on her tail. Oh my goodness, look at that. Another Dark Harvest proc for you as easy as you like. And Chili's Angel should have come up with a win here. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow going to go just wide, but going to be still enough damage coming down onto the towers here. Now Lilia going to go down as well, and unfortunately we are going to see the Spectator Bug come in once again. So we're not going to see the Nexus explode, but we are going to for sure see Chili's Angels pick up the win here over Support Diff, led by Chili on this AP Shyvana. What an inspired pick, Charles. I wonder where you got that from. Okay. So, let's take a look here. Let's go ahead and pay everybody out before I always forget. So, for those of you who bet on Chili's Angels, congratulations. You won some channel points. Did you guys bet on Chili's Angels?
Yes, I should have gone all out and go 40k. But I didn't have fate, so I only go 6k, and you know.
Okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. You know, don't put all your money in at once. It's good as sound investment advice.
I could have just time out Helen for forever, you know.
Jesus Christ.
You know. Oh, you still haven't timed her out yet, by the way.
I did.
Oh, you did?
I did. Okay. Let's take a look here at the big plays in this game. There was a crucial fight here in the bot lane. This really was the early source of Support Diff's lead, as this Ashe basically had to blow Flash on cooldown, and whatever Ashe did not have Flash, she was just super susceptible to this Leona Tristana duo. Lilia showing up here as well to provide some support, but Chili's Angels were able to get back into the game courtesy of the AP Shyvana. Well, let's take a look here at this all-important first Infernal Soul. We're going to pan out here just to see how these teams filter in. And keep an eye here on this setup for Chili's Angels. With the Call of the Forge God, with the volleys, Shyvana is able to land a massive E right here onto 3 members of Support Diff. And then with the renewed cooldown, just another one. And a little bit of unfamiliarity as well from Support Diff. Shyvana, the E is not the initial impact is not the only source of damage. It also leaves that area of effect afterwards, which Tristana did not respect, and she just burned down. And this really started the snowball for Chili's Angels. Shyvana after that one able to go 4-0-1. In the next fight that we see, we don't care about that one. We care about this one though. Okay, so Support Diff though, we're able to set up a good pick here onto the duo of Ashe and Shyvana. Not before Ine almost went down there though, but the fireball gonna fall just short. But a little bit of unfortunate decision making then coming in from Support Diff is going to mean that the trio of Ornn, Anivia, and Lulu are able to pick up a lot of Support Diff members overextended in the mid lane, pushing forward this mid tier 3 turret.
Yeah, this is definitely the point where they should have pressured Baron. And even if they couldn't have gotten it, they could have been able to pick some members of Chili's Angels if they decide to face check.
Yep.
Unfortunately, decide to push down mid.
Yeah. Yeah, Tristana not the best tank killer. Means that Ornn just has an absolute fucking field day And yeah, just a bit of a disorganized retreat as well. It's going to mean here that Support Diff try to go back in for the Lulu, who has more than enough tankiness to buy time for Ashe and company to arrive and pick up some more kills as well. And then the final fight here that really put the cherry on the cake. Really curious here why Support Diff didn't sit in this bush here. Instead, try to find another pick onto Rohit. And I think Rohit alluded to it in the pre-match, just enabling his team by being that sacrificial lamb. And Ari just got one shot. That was just AP Shyvana at its finest. What's up, Brian?
Are you really gonna leave out the Rahul 10 out of 10 solo queue gameplay? Come on now.
Okay.
Come on.
Alright,
Show my man some love.
Okay, I got
Show
you.
him some love and some respect that the man deserves.
Okay.
Ryan here just wants to see the Ignite top laner taken out.
Yes, it's actually bring me joy. I cannot tell you right now.
Let's give you the real play-by-play here. Let's also take a look at Rahul's HP bar. So Rahul and Bao here are gonna take each other down to about 20% HP, and now Rahul flexes big nuts, gonna just be forging an item right in front of Garen's face. Garen with the Ignite, gonna be calmed down to take that one down. Goes down to 2 HP, 2 fucking HP with the kill plus the minion dying, able to level up. The absolute balls on this man. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, keep an eye on the HP ticker. The Ignite is, by the way, in the inventory of Bao, but Ignite does nothing against the HP that you gain from leveling up. Oh, it went off. What the fuck? Oh my god. I hate that it just automatically switches off. 31 down to 2, and then goes back up to 86 courtesy of the level up. Before that tick would have come in and knocked him back down.
Goodness.
What an absolute monster. Alright.
The cojones on this, man. I don't have any
cojones.
words.
Alright, well, we are going to hear the words, though, of Chili's Angels, so let's get them in here. Obviously, gotta hear from Charles. Who else do you guys want to hear from this game from Chili's Angels?
Oh, Steven did actually redeem his point to ask a question.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Okay, but let's go ahead and grab Charles here. And where's Charles? Okay, and some other star performers here, Rahul as well, and we'll hear from Akuji. Okay, so we are joined here by the trio of Chili 5, Akuji, and Central Rahul, fresh off their win against Support Diff. Congratulations to the three of you. Gonna mean that your record is now at 8-5, putting you in the lead for that all-important second seed and bye. My first question gonna go to Charles, which is actually more of a request. How much inspiration did you draw from me and my AP Shyvana play, Charles? Be honest.
What? Your AP Shyvana is, it's not bad. It's not bad, It's like it's comparable, is what I'll say.
Okay.
But, I mean, only one of us played it in a tournament setting, so I don't know if it's, that comparable.
Oh,
Student
okay.
becomes the master.
But unironically, thanks a lot for showing me the Shyvana ropes. It's really nice. I like Shyvana a lot. I used to play her a lot way back in the day. She was freelo, and now I build her AP, and I abuse this really dumb champion.
Okay, well, speaking of this dumb champion, we have a question from the audience as the Northwest 20 asks you, Charles, how does it feel to play Shyvana for the last time?
It feels bad. Don't ban her, please. Let me pick her again.
True. Okay.
Please don't make me play Udyr. Oh, no more Udyr games.
You hear that? Ladies and gentlemen? Put Charles on Udyr duty. Please do it.
God.
Please do it. Okay. Alright. My second question here going to go to Rahul. I'm sure you saw an absolute Chad play that we reviewed after the game in the top lane, able to pick up a solo kill onto Bao's I'm
Yeah.
surprised though you didn't spam calculated in the chat. Was that calculated? Was that just the big brain powered by
So
Lollytics?
I knew that I was like a creep off of hitting 6, and I was pretty sure that I could kill him. So especially with like a tower shot, so I thought I could bait him. I actually kind of like threw the lane by taking an extended train with him, like right before then walking up to him, and I lost like 300 health for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, that lane was just like a wave management diff, honestly. Like I was able to keep the wave like right in front of my tower for like the first like 7 minutes of the game. That should never happen. So I was never punished with the Garen's early power.
Gotcha. Wow.
Never punished.
How y'all feel about the haircut though? How y'all feel about the new haircut though?
It's pretty good, dude. It's pretty good.
Alright. I like your cut, G.
Speaking of power, we saw a lot of power in the mid lane from Akuji on the Nivea. Obviously, we've only had now 3 games from you in the mid lane, but a new champion every time, if I'm not mistaken. It's been Zillion, Zyra, and now a Nivea. What made you guys decide to go with the Nivea this game? Akuji?
I don't know. It's just a good champ.
Akuji, I'm never asking you for an interview ever again, man. I swear to God. Oh.
Sounds good. See you later.
Oh my goodness, this man just
So,
gives me nothing. Go
Roger,
ahead.
the real
Go ahead.
answer is
Yeah.
bird is the word. That's the real answer.
Okay. Okay. Well, by the way, Rahul, you should be admonished for the lack of skin synergy that the rest of your team showed. Ice Drake, Shyvana, Anivia's Anivia, Ashe is Ashe, Winter Wonder Lulu, but you couldn't just go with the base orange skin and complete the winter theme? Why'd you have to go with the Elderwood, man?
You mean his Thunderlord one?
No, just the base theme.
No. You had to go Thunderlord.
Red. Yeah.
Thunderlord
but
is
it's
the better.
Freljord either way, right? I mean, regardless, it just it was all
No.
there, and then it's just like this like random ass purple tree.
No, but you gotta be out here cripping though. You know what I'm saying? Gotta rep.
I'm just there's a couple players in this tournament that are colorblind. So just to kind of give them a shout out. I pretended I was colorblind and went off theme.
Yeah, because when you were paying respect to the handicapped, you also put yourself in the wheelchair.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Just big brain. I cannot comprehend. Okay.
Lollytics approved.
Lollytics approved. Okay, with that though, gonna bring this interview to a close because we still have another game tonight. Gonna be between Hapuuma Matata and Andyland, so we're gonna get that set up. I've been invited into the lobby, so gonna get my co-casters in here as well. There's Ryan. Where is Pizza?
Wait, hold on. You gotta redeem the thing though.
Are you timing Helen out again?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm gonna say no, dude. You already timed her out twice. You need to chill, bro. Okay, Pizza, assist yourself. Okay, there we go. Ryan, move down.
Oh.
Ryan, move down.
Yeah, my fault.
You're good. Okay, cool. So we're gonna get the co-casters in here. I'm gonna check in with both teams, and then we're going to get Andyland versus Hapuuma Matata rolling very, very soon. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, friends. How's it going? Hello.
Good. Hey, it's just us. It's just me and Andy right now.
Oh, where's the rest of the squad?
Everyone's in the bathroom getting in all they can,
Dude, that's team synergy right there, taking coordinated bathroom breaks. If you guys can do that, you guys can definitely do anything on the Rift.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, timed recalls. So, yeah, man.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Do you guys know who you're sending up to the interview desk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna check in with Hapuuma Matata, and then we're gonna get this show on the road. Hello, gamers.
Hey yo.
Hello, Mr. Rogerino.
Hello, Mrs. Ali, and the rest of Hapuuma Matata. You guys ready to go?
Andy's the best.
Can I play the fifth?
Can I plead the fifth? You can take a fifth. after the game. Am I right? Or maybe during the game. How about a fifth for death?
Right now.
Yeah. Okay. Hapuuma, you don't get that because you're too young. Okay. Don't pretend like you know what a fifth is. Or if you do, pretend like you don't, because that's fucked up. Don't be taking any fifths. Okay. Anyways, thanks for always laughing at my jokes, Forbes. I appreciate that. All right.
No, it's like that.
Okay. So just when you guys are ready, send up your interview candidate. All right. So we are going to get Andyland versus Hapuuma Matata rolling very, very soon as Andyland gets back from the can. And then let's hear from both teams. So I'm just going to ask for them right now. Send up your candidates. Ooh. What is this? What is this chat? Last time I had vodka and pizza together, I threw up in the trash can. True.
Wait, Alex is the interviewee this time, not Hapoom or my boy Ned.
We're saving Hapuuma and Ned for tomorrow's game.
Ooh.
Oh, y'all going all out. Okay.
Yeah, chill, man. Chill. We got time. We got games, bro.
I just want to hear my baby, my baby Nep. I'm here cheering for you. You got my heart, baby. Oppa.
Fuck, bro.
God.
Okay. And
Saying
we're gonna be
not
joined.
Korean. That sounds pretty Korean to me, bro.
Okay. Well, joining us on the pregame interview desk it will be Alex, aka Salaryman Man, representing Hapuuma Matata. Meanwhile, for Andyland, it will be the jungler Philip, aka Pa. Is the Pa posse in the chat yet? I haven't heard from them this. I don't think I've seen anything from them this game. Where are you at? Where are they at, Philip?
They might be waiting for playoffs.
Oh, okay. The posse in hibernation. Now that you guys have the #1 seed locked up, congratulations, by the way. Courtesy of Hapuuma Matata's loss last night. You guys really dropped the ball. This could have been a potential, real nail biter in terms of the standings. But it is what it is. Okay. So, what the fuck? Quarterly is win trading. Interesting. First question here, gonna go to Alex, aka Salaryman Man. Alex, what do you have to say to Ryan, who just seems to be on a tilt tonight, just continually banning out your girlfriend Helen from Twitch chat?
I don't know what he's scared of. It's just
Look, I give you no. Look, I'm helping you out, brother. I'm helping you out. Yeah, because find some space and quiet. Having a girlfriend and this and that. I'm helping a brother out. You're welcome.
Is it for me? Is it for you? I don't know what's going on here. I don't know this dynamic.
For both, maybe.
Okay.
Well, okay. So is that how you convince yourself you don't need a girlfriend, Ryan? Because you just always want peace and quiet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, for your team, Alex, despite not being in contention for that #1 spot, still a lot to play for, with the potential #2 seed and consequential bye. With a win tonight against Andyland, you guys will be tied with Chili's Angels at 8-5. So what are you guys looking to learn from last night's defeat to PokeCard that you can bring into this game versus Andyland?
Yesterday's game was. We thought it was a bit of a fluke, so we're trying not to beat ourselves up too much about it. Just move on to the next game.
Gotcha.
We've
short memory, huh?
Yeah, hopefully after that. Jeez.
Yeah, it was a bit of a toughie, but I know that you guys can bounce back. So meanwhile, though, for Philip and Pa, technically this is also another bounce back game for you guys in the sense that Hapuuma Matata, along with Team Strag, have been the only teams in the tournament thus far to make these gods bleed. So how are you guys going to make sure to really cement your legacy as the kings of the regular season in this game?
Well, we're gonna just Have to take it to him. I think we can't let Brian get big. So like gotta shut down the guns. Keep the mental high. No C9. Like end of season slump here. We can't. No tilt.
Oh,
Just to
true.
end strong. If you're top table, you gotta stay hungry.
True. Got that Mamba mentality right there. Rest in peace to my boy
Yes, sir.
Kobe. Okay, so always stay hungry. Never a meaningless game here in the Do It Big Invitational. We're going to see if Philip here can repeat his performance from their last game on the Graves, just absolutely popping off for the posse. But with that, you guys have anything else you want to say to Twitch chat, to the other team maybe? But if not, we'll get the show on the road.
Yo, good luck, yo. Let's go.
Good luck.
Okay.
Let's go.
Very cordial coming out here from both team representatives. And so with that, we're going to let them go back to their team chats, and we're going to get this game between Hapuuma Matata and Andyland underway. Should be very, very exciting.
Everyone is really respectful today, huh?
I know.
Not very much trash talk coming through.
I need this shit to kick off,
Yeah, bro. Like, I need someone to say like, your top lane sucks.
You can
but something.
be the change you want to see in the world, Ryan, because you are playing tomorrow at 7 p.m. versus Hapuuma Matata. I expect you and Hapuuma to really just go at it.
You expect great things?
I expect great things, bro. If you come up on the desk and you're just like, dude, I respect you, I love you, man, you're just nothing but a great human being, I'm gonna just like straight up ban you from the tournament.
Bro, but look, like shit talk is great, but imagine if I lose after I shit talk though. I wouldn't be able to look at people's face no more, not even my parent or my dog,
Dude, all I'm saying is if you only shit talk when you win, you's a bitch.
True.
So you gotta keep that energy, Gotta keep that energy. Alright. So as we load into pick and ban phase here, ladies and gentlemen, between Hapuuma Matata and Andyland, another look at their records. Andyland currently at 10-2, sitting comfortably with the number 1 seed locked up. It will guarantee them a bye in the quarterfinals, as well as their pick of semi-final opponents. So not too much else to play for, but meanwhile for Hapuuma Matata, still in the thick of the chase for that number 2 seed, which will also be a bye. So gonna have to see here if Hapuuma Matata can reverse their fortunes from last night's game. And we're gonna see here pretty much identical ban phase coming out from Andyland that PokeCard adopted here. Going to be taking away 2 junglers from Magnus Crow in both the Udyr and the Hecarim, and the obligatory respect ban to Hapuum's Irelia. Meanwhile, going to be a pair of jungle bans here for Hapuuma Matata as well. Graves and Lilia are preferred picks for Philip, and Jinx going to be aimed at Mr. Chunks. So what do you guys expect to come out here given these bans?
Man, I don't know, bro. I mean, what can I say? Andyland team is they're so unpredictable. That's why I hate that team so much. Well, hate about it, not like hate them like personally, but because you cannot predict them.
Yeah.
And yeah,
their players have very wide champion pools, and they also play multiple positions. Very annoying to deal with in draft phase.
Yeah, definitely. The main flex here being between Joshi and Gordo Lee in the mid and top lanes. So we're going to see here who goes where. Given this Echo pick here, it's also going to be a bit of a flex as well. I like this coming out. We've seen Gordo Lee on the Echo before, but Echo is also very comfortable in the jungle as well. So we're going to see if it ends up being the Gecko in the mid lane, the Gordo Lee Echo, or a Gecko, or if we're going to see Paw try his hands on Echo in the jungle.
Would that be Jekko?
Jekko? Pekko. I like Pekko.
What?
Yeah, it's just the first letter of his name plus Echo, man. It's not that convoluted.
Okay, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Oh.
Ooh, spicy. Karma support or karma top?
Or Karma mid.
No, karma mid is useless though.
Not really.
Kinda.
I mean, it does the same thing as Karma top, right? You're just supporting
No.
whatever carries you have in your other positions.
No, but the thing is, when you play karma top, you can go Tang. Karma mid, you cannot go Tang, but you're forced to play like support. Plus, her roaming ability is not great.
Yeah, but tank Karma is kind of a grief. Let's be honest.
I believe they slightly buffed lane karma this past patch, right?
Yeah, so Karma has been the recipient of a slew of buffs, has had her Q cooldown reduced by a flat 2 seconds. She's had her mana cost reduced on her Q, and she's had mana regen buffs as well. So all this is going to mean that lane Karma is going to just have that much more poke, can just really start spamming Qs out in lane. So again, we're going to see where this Karma goes. Gotta have to see what the picks are going to be. Meanwhile, for Hapuuma Matata, it's going to be a pair of poke champions in the bot lane in the form of Seraphine and Ezreal, and Magnus Crow going to get the next best thing in terms of his jungle pool. Without the bear man, without the horse, you're going to go with the next animal here, which will be Volibear. Okay.
Mundo.
Alright, so we're going to get Gnar revealed here. It looks to be the hover for Joshi. I would imagine this will be played by Joshi. I've played with Joshi's Gnar before. So we're going to see here.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no. Hapuum, lock in. Yep. He playing Silas top.
Oh,
Amazing.
Okay. Alright, so we're finally going to see the return of the Hapuum Silas, who did give Don't Worry We Scale a lot of trouble in their game. This was very early on in the season. I know that Hapuum loves this champion, and we're going to see how it goes here. Up against the Gnar, who he also played against in that game. Versus Don't Worry We Scale. It was Mark Jess on the Gnar then. It'll be Joshi on the Gnar now. So we'll keep an eye on how that matchup goes. And we're also going to finally see the Niku Toilet Yone as well. So with the comps locked in, I'm going to get the bet up and going before I talk anymore.
Man, all I'm saying is Hapuum Silas is pretty insane, yo. Like, I saw that man play. But the problem with that is Silas' early game is his early game is just horrible.
Yep.
Like horrible.
Yep. But one of the best scaling AP bruisers in the game, and with the exception of Kalen, going to be a relatively short range comp as well coming in from Andyland. So plenty of opportunities for Silas to really get in there and start mixing it up. As far as ultimates go, however, not exactly the choicest ultimates to steal outside of the Gnar ultimate, which is literally called Gnar, I learned recently. Has the Echo Chrono Break to potentially jump out, can steal Pantheon ulti and try to get some choice roams in, but the Caitlyn Ace in the Hole is not a particularly convincing ultimate to steal, and the Karma ultimate steal will just give Silas one empowered Karma ability, which is not particularly teamfight defining. So no Malphite ultis or Seraphine ultis to steal here, so the next best thing is going to be that Gnar ultimate from Joshi.
But I mean, like, Silas is in general just a strong champion if you can control him well, you know.
I agree.
Like,
I agree.
Yeah, like the fact that if you can't control him well, you can pretty much 1v2, 1v3 and just come out like super healthy. And
yeah, there is definitely a lot of snowball potential, you're right.
Yeah, and like even though like people say like stealing Karma ult is not that useful because it's just gonna give you one empower ability. I mean, if you giving shield for your whole team with Volibear and Yone as they go in, I think that's pretty big, honestly.
No, it is. You're not wrong, but generally speaking, you know, Silas wants to steal ultimates, like these game-breaking ultimates from champions who either inflict a ton of CC or just do a ton of damage, right? If you think about stealing
Yeah.
Gnar ultimate, for example, Gnar ultimate has insane AP scaling, and all the AD scaling gets converted to AP scaling as well, right? So I think it ends up being like 150% AP ratio on a Silas stolen Gnar ultimate, which is just absolutely bonkers if you can land it, right?
Yeah. Just
Stuff like Malphite or like Leona ultimate, for example, champion ultimates that have AP scaling, but usually the champions that use them don't have AP in their, they don't build AP. When Silas steals them,
Yeah.
it's just destructive.
I see.
Yeah.
And I mean, Silas is an underrated champion in my opinion. You know, it's just he didn't get the much love he deserved. You know.
Yeah.
Because
But it's going to be hard for him to pilot it this game, I think. There's a lot of lockdown in the form of Gnar in terms of Pantheon and Echo stun as well. The point and click stun coming out from Gordo Lee I think is going to be really, really useful against Silas because if Silas can get multiple rotations of the Kingmaker, his W off, he just heals for so much. But if he gets locked down by CC before he can do that, then he's useless.
Yeah, also, another small thing to note is Zhonya's won't be as useful this game, just because Caitlyn's on the enemy team. So usually that can buy a lot of time for Silas as they wait for their rotations to come back up. But if you end up just trapped coming out of the stasis, then it's definitely not as useful.
Yeah, that's another good point. Caitlyn just counters Zhonya as an item, so we'll have to keep an eye on if they can blow up Caitlyn before any Zhonyas come through. But we're going to load in here to the game between Hapuuma Matata and Andyland. Hapuuma Matata on blue side, Andyland on red side. Sorry to cut you off, Ryan. What were you going to say?
We're going to say like team calm on both sides. I think I kind of lean more toward Hapuuma team. Yeah, because they had more engaging, and you know, then they just with Seraphine, Yone, and just the bear is just too much.
Yeah, there are a lot of really powerful press Rs coming in. Ezreal, Yone, and Seraphine can all just shoot their Rs in a line. If they find the targets, then they're going to really start deleting people. Good backline access too with the Volibear and the Yone. And, you know, Silas can get in there if he steals potentially like a Pantheon ultimate as well. So gonna keep an eye here. I'm really interested in this mid lane matchup between Niku Toilet and Gordo Lee, especially now that Niku has gotten his hands on this Yone. He's had it consistently banned away from him, and even when he's had the opportunities to pick it, has elected for other options. So finally gonna pick up the Yone here up against Gordo Lee on the Pantheon. But Pantheon should still have the early advantage since it's Pantheon. So it's kind of reflected here in the Doran Shield pickup by Niku Toilet.
But I mean, if Niku know how to use his E to get behind Pantheon when he's using his shield block, I think that's be like super nice and like, you know, just mind blow the audience, like, you know.
True. Okay, so we're gonna keep an eye on that mid lane matchup. In the top lane matchup, Gnar should have the early advantage as well, given that Silas is melee and Gnar in mini form is ranged. But Gnar doesn't have that much range early on. We'll get more and more range on his auto attacks as he levels up.
But he does?
Yep.
I didn't know that. But,
yeah.
Well, the more I learn.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, they're going to be two very poke-centric bot lanes. Karma and Seraphine with their Qs can offer a lot of poke, but ooh, Seraphine going to take a lot of damage here. Going to be, ooh, a couple more autos going to be that. It's Ali here is going to be forced to flash early after eating the empowered mantra Q from Silent Voice, but now though they're going to ding level 2 first. Let's see if they decide to press the advantage here. Looks to not necessarily be the case. And now with Caitlyn ding level 2, it's going to mean that Seraphine is down flash.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I expect it because it's Caitlyn and Karma. You know, like if you play bot lane, you run into these duo, you just sit on the turret and just tell jungle gang now at F15. You know, like nothing else you can do.
Yeah, it seems
And
neither jungler is particularly interested in bot lane right now, as they both path to the top side. We see that Paw makes it there first. Might run into the Silas here.
is it a 2v2 or 1v2?
It's a 1v2, but Silas able to get over the wall with the abscond here. But it's going to mean here, though, that Echo is... Oh, no, Volibear, buddy. Oh, okay, whatever. It's going to mean here that Paw is going to be first on site to the top side Scuttle Crab. We'll be able to pick that one up. Meanwhile, Volibear not going to be interested in that one whatsoever. Going to go towards his Gromp. And now might be a potential double crab scenario here for Echo.
I hope not, because that would be really sad.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Niku going to take the Soul Unbound back away from Echo. So Volibear here is up a level on Echo and does spot him here. But there is bot lane prio for Andyland. Let's see how hard Magnus Crow decides to challenge for this bottom crab as the bot lane from Andyland is rotating up.
But keep in mind that Karma is super duper slow. Yeah, never mind. They just give up. Like they're like, nah, screw that. I'm not gonna die or anything.
Yep. Okay, so Volibear unfortunately going to be bullied off of the camp. It's going to mean here that the junglers are on even CS courtesy of the double crab by Echo. Volibear meanwhile going to go back towards the newly spawned Krug camp. So both champions here are going to be power farming early, but that's going to favor the scaling option of Echo. If you're Volibear, you know, you have a lot of early gank potential with the Q, with the stun, but hasn't tried to leverage that into anything just yet.
I mean, this Volibear, like people say is great because he got a point and click CC stun, but at the same time, like if you're on ward and then you just run at them, he's not like running like Udyr speed, you know?
Yeah. But he can exact a lot of pressure in this early game, which really hasn't yet, and this is something that was a bit of a worrying trend from Matata and from Magnus Crow if this continues. We saw him in the previous game against Pokecard on Mundo also just power farming, but you really don't want to be power farming on these junglers. They don't scale well at all, and they have decent early power, so it really needs to identify these gank opportunities because Hapuuma Matata do play very aggressive laning style champions, so if they can get a little bit of help from their jungler, it's going to mean that they can really start snowballing a lead. But without that jungle help, Andyland here going to eke out to a 700 gold lead just courtesy of their superior laning.
And bot lane, honestly, you guys should just kill Karma already. Like she's just so low and just walking around. Come on now.
Yeah.
It's so tempting, but
yeah. Interesting here, a pickup of it's a chain vest in the hands of Yone as the first item up against Pantheon. I don't really necessarily know about this one. I am hard pressed to imagine what
rushing Dit Dan.
Yeah, what component builds out of chain vest early on from Niku Toilet, but I mean, it is going to mean that Yone can stand up a lot better to this Pantheon, who does now have the Serrated Dirk in his inventory.
I mean, I've seen this type of itemization a long time ago on Yasuo versus Pantheon. Like sometimes the early armor just helps out a lot, and it does build up eventually into the death stance. But it does definitely set back his early dueling, his power. So definitely playing to skill here.
Wait, are they Andyland, bot lane, and jungler going on the bear hunt or something? Are they?
Yep, they're going to walk in here, going to take away Volibear's red buff as soon as it spawns. Meanwhile, Volibear traipsing around in a top jungle that has already been cleared by Echo. Going to mean that this is going to be another win for Andyland after already taking away the first dragon of the game. And now going to be a gank here from Echo into the bot lane. The stun, though, not going to land onto either Seraphine nor Ezreal. Should be able to get them out here. Going to be a double bind landing from Seraphine as well, but not too much damage just yet in Echo's hands. So it's just going to be a failed gank attempt from Echo, but Echo now just going to go back to farming his jungle.
Man, I just feel bad for Volibear because it's like he reminded me of that kid from school that just
Hold on,
get
gonna be a
bullied.
potential fight in the top lane. Silas did steal Gnar ultimate here. Meanwhile, on the mid lane as well, Yone gonna go aggressive with the Soul Unbound. But again, with that Chain Vest, the trades are not gonna necessarily be in his favor.
I mean, it's bad early game, but like late game Pantheon fall off if he don't get his early tempo though.
Hold on. Gonna be an aggressive fight here by Silas in the top lane. Gonna slam Gnar into the wall with his own ultimate. Gonna take Gnar to about 10% HP. Meanwhile, gonna be Ignite or Exhaust used on Celery Man to prevent this Ezreal from doing any more damage to the Caitlyn. But overall, it's still just going to be Andyland controlling the game here a little bit.
All I'm saying is, my man Celery Man is a shooter. He don't miss them Q, you know. WQ, chunking them down. Even hit the R.
Hits the True Shot Barrage plus the Essence Flux. Unfortunately, Karma there with enough shielding, able to get Caitlyn out of there. But now we're seeing here the potential power coming in from the bot lane of Hapuuma Matata.
You showed him. You showed him, Alex. Tell him. I mean, right now, if they freeze lane, then Caitlyn is pretty much. But actually, I don't think they should free lane because they're backing. So like, just shove in the wave and deny as much CS as possible.
Yep, and that's exactly what they're doing. Seraphine here hovering around a little bit, and meanwhile, going to be Echo paying a visit to the top lane here of Silas and. Ooh, Echo gonna go in here, gonna have to use the Chrome to get out of there, but there's a Volibear in the neighborhood, and now gonna find Echo, who does not have that ultimate available. Now gonna jump in, gonna get smushed by the bear. First one headed over to Magnus Crow. Now Silas gonna come back in, gonna land the Abscon onto Gnar as well. Double kill handed over to Magnus Crow. So after about 10 minutes of non-action from the Volibear, gonna now pick up a double kill in the top lane, courtesy of the counter gank. Good stuff from Magnus Crow. Unfortunately, those kills would have been better served on Silas, but nevertheless can't argue too much with the 2 assists either. Now Magnus gonna start on the Rift Herald. Silas is in the neighborhood as well, although Karma has roamed up, and his Pantheon does have the ultimate available to roam. Gonna be aggression here in the mid lane onto Nikutoya, who uses the Fate Seal to jump out of there. He did use the flash as well, and Seraphine was on hand to provide a little bit of backup.
He just like, nope, I'm out, and then he just turned to a ninja and just, skedaddle.
Skedaddle. Indeed.
I mean, I don't know, man. I already see a jungle guy, like, people be talking, like, has doubt in him because he lost, what is it called? Lost red buff and then lost crap, but then he just like, you know what? I'm just gonna take 2 kills.
Hold on, Seraphine gonna be overextended up against the Echo. It's gonna be that Ollie is taken down here by Echo. So gonna be a kill headed over to Paw. Good kill there. Unfortunately, the Seraphine Encore channel just a little bit too long. And Echo, playing within the Fog of War, comes over the wall with the stun to pick that one up. Gonna be a good pickup there. What is this stuff? Parallel Convergence. I always forget this one. Okay. It's gonna mean here, though, that the True Shot Barrage will not be available for the second dragon of the game, which will be an Ocean Dragon spawning in approximately 15 seconds.
I mean, there's really nothing you can do as Seraphine because how squishy she is. But like, I mean, that flash was kind of just a panic flash, I guess, because I'm not sure if she flashed into the W or did she anything.
Yeah.
Okay, we see all 5 members of Andyland down here at the Dragon.
Yeah, no contest.
Out TP clears the wave though. Should be able to pick up a couple plates.
I think 2 play at max, and then he got a dip because an angry Gnar is running up there.
Yeah, more importantly, there's a Pantheon global ultimate available as well. We haven't really seen Pantheon try to, get in a position to use it, however. With the exception of top lane, every other role has been more or less fine / winning. So we're gonna see here though where that Grand Skyfall does get used, when it does get used. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, gonna be more aggression onto Seraphine, courtesy of the Mantra Q, taken to about half HP. Does have a little bit of healing with the W, but needs to double cast that one in order to get the healing. It's gonna mean here that this Caitlyn Karma lane has been really bullying out this Ezreal Seraphine lane, at least in the HP department. CS wise, Ezreal has been more than capable of keeping up, which I guess is an overall win for Celery Man, given that Caitlyn should be the lane bully.
I mean, if Magnus now just play for Harrow and then look to take the top turret, hopefully dive the mini Nard and just allow Silas to like scale harder and just, you know, carry the team at this point.
Yep. We're gonna see here, gonna be a deep teleport coming in though from Neku Toilet, I believe. Here we go, trying to go aggressive. Oh, gonna be a double teleport. Caitlyn overextended now. Gonna eat the trap though, besides gonna be more than happy to pick that one up with a couple more. Celery Man gonna be able to pick that one up, but Karma not gonna go down to the Yone. However, there is a Herald that needs to be dropped within the next 2 seconds here if they are to get some plate goal. Looks like that will be the case. Let's see though, 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Rift Herald, can you do it, buddy? Yes, you can! Does get the plate goal just in time. So, good stuff here from Hapuuma Matata, going to mean that they, at least for now, go out to a 2,000 gold lead. However, the duo of Echo and Pantheon are beating down on this mid tier 1, and Gnar is beating down on tier 1 top lane as well.
I mean, I don't think Gnar can take it.
Yeah, he can't.
Yeah, but that was good because that's first turret. It give them the almost 2k goal lead now. You know, like even though they down 2 Drake, that 2k goal will hopefully do something and, you know, help them be able to contest next dragon fight.
Yep. Hold on, aggression here in the mid lane. Panther gonna jump in. The Echo stun over the top as well. Should be able to land on the Neku Toilet. So that will be a kill handed over to Echo. Now 2-1 and 0. So we're gonna see here if the scaling option for Papa starts coming into play. Meanwhile, for Neku Toilet, yeah, I think with the Vamp Center in the inventory indicating that he will be building towards Immortal Shield though. Yeah, or Death Stance. I don't think Death Stance builds out of
No. It's Caulfield with with pickaxe.
Right.
And then the
Alright. Meanwhile, a bit of wave management here for both teams. Ezreal going to ult bot to pick up a cannon. But yeah, otherwise the AD carries have been pretty evenly matched here. Ezreal going to go with the Essence Reaver first. Now going for the Dustblade. Does have the Serrated Dirk in the inventory. So has been the meta Ezreal build of late. We're going to see if he can find some success within the poke department. Meanwhile, in the top lane, there is a level advantage for Gnar, but Silas has been able to get through this early game relatively unscathed. Has 3 assists, but now going to be slammed into the wall by Gnar, and now going to get so much healing though. Gnar still going to go very, very aggressive, not going to land that third boulder. I mean that Silas should be able to heal back up here now that Gnar is back in mini form, but there is an Echo in the neighborhood.
yeah, and like tip and trick as a top laner, if you going to fight Gnar, fight him when he in mini, not mega, because he gains so much health, defensive, and
hold on,
physical.
gonna be aggression here from the Volibear as he turbo chem takes towards the Echo, gonna bully Echo away, and now gonna potentially start onto the the Scuttle Crab here. But the thing to really pay attention to for both teams is the Infernal Dragon that is now spawning in 30 seconds. Andyland already with 2 dragons here, going to mean that Hapuuma and Matata really start needing to find some teamfight wins, or else they're going to be in danger of putting put on Infernal Soul Point. They have a lot of good tools though for this, obviously with the Seraphine ultimate, with the Yone ultimate. If Andyland do line up, it's going to be lights out. So gotta keep an eye on that. And meanwhile though, Seraphine gonna be overextended. Gonna have to force the flash over the wall. Echo still going aggressive here. And now the Grand Skyfall gonna finally come in as well. All 5 members of Andyland all of a sudden group. Silas is on the way, but now Volibear gonna be slowed here. So gonna be going aggressive onto Volibear. The stun though not gonna land from the parallel convergence, but Volibear in a lot of danger here. Let's see if some more CC comes through. Now they're going to be aggression coming in. Here we go, trying to find some damage. Ooh, it's going to be a double Everfrost there coming in from the Silas, who does steal the Chrono Break as well. Unfortunately, the Encore only able to find one, means that so far nobody has died just yet. Both teams kind of on the retreat here. Volibear should be able to eat this this ocean fruit, whatever it's called, and get some healing back. Yeah, but we're going to see here what ultimates are available. Yone going to go over the wall here. Does not have the Fate sealed, unfortunately, but Hapuuma Matata do have the positioning advantage onto Dragon here, and Gnar, without the ultimate available for at least a little bit, it's going to mean that this Infernal Dragon should be taken away by Hapuuma Matata. Gnar, though, meanwhile, going to go very, very low, and Maddox going to be able to smite this dragon away. Now going to try to go aggressive onto the duo of Echo and Pantheon. Should be able to find the Echo in short order. Now, all of a sudden, it's going to be Volibear on the killing spree. Pantheon on the run. Volibear going to walk into the cupcake, but there is a Hapuum over the wall here in the form of Silas. Everfrost going to surround both Karma and Pantheon. Ezreal going to come in with the Arcane Shield to pick that one up. Pantheon still on the run. Let's see if Hapuum can find one more of Scon. Does pick up the Gnar ultimate, but Pantheon did walk far enough away. That being said, Hapuuma Matata did pick up the teamfight win. Ends up being a 3-0 plus the Infernal Dragon in a very extended teamfight.
Top diff. That's Everfrost started the fight.
Yeah, that was massive.
Aye.
That was absolutely massive. We saw him go into the middle 4 people, and once the Pantheon stun wore off, comfortably just hit the stolen Chrono Break to get back into the rest of his team. And with that CC coming in from the Everfrost, the rest of his team were able to follow up. That wasn't really even the full potential of Hapuuma Matata's comp, even if you think about it. Seraphine landed a 1-person Encore onto the Gnar. If he had angled it just about 10 degrees upwards, could have potentially found 4 members of Andyland. And the Fate Seal didn't find a whole lot of targets either.
Well, I mean, that fight also was pretty horrible because Josie kind of stepped out of position, especially with Mega Gnar. You don't want to do that.
Oh, not going to be an engage here on the Caitlyn in the mid lane. The Fate Seal going to seal Caitlyn's fate. Good pickup here for Niku Toilet. Now going to be a potential fight here at the second Rift Herald. Gnar is hanging around. Will go Mega very, very soon. Lands a couple more boomerangs. There it is. But yeah, they're going to try to look for the steal. Unfortunately, though, it's going to buy enough time for Baron to spawn, which will mean that the Rift Herald does not get picked up by Hapuuma Matata. I was wondering why Gnar was hanging around there, but yeah, Joshi there with the presence of mind to recognize that at 1955, Rift Herald does despawn. So no second Rift Herald for Hapuuma Matata, but they are able to pick up the mid-tier 1 as well as the top tier 1 and give themselves about a 4,000 gold lead in this mid-game. Holy Poggers casting OP. I appreciate it, Maroon Shin. Alright. So, as we get into what potentially will be another explosive Infernal Dragon fight, what needs to go right if you are Andyland here, Ryan and Pizza?
FF?
FF?
Maybe?
What? It's not that doomed, is it?
I mean, bro. Yeah. Yeah, Pantheon? But like, Pantheon cannot pick on anyone. I mean, he got a 42 CS lead, you know? But,
oh my
I mean,
god, look at that Ezreal damage. God
yeah, and like, unless you can find a way to like get that, you can spoon feed that Echo and, you know, just make him one-shot air body on the other team.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to have to be an Echo carry at this point. Like, Caitlyn is so far behind the Ezreal. Like 2 items on the Ezreal already with the Duskblade, with the Essence Reaver. Caitlyn just picking up her Kraken Slayer. She's not going to be able to deal with the Volibear and Silas jumping on her, and Yone as well.
Yeah, so we have seen Paw on this Echo pick up 2 kills in the early game. Unfortunately, does not have the scaling just yet to punch through what is a very durable front line coming out in the form of Silas, Volibear, and really Yone with the Immortal Shield Bow plus the Chain Vest as well. So we're gonna have to see here if Echo can land a good parallel convergence, can lock up Silas or Yone, then Kaylin can start layering that with her cupcakes, and maybe they can get some damage down onto the Silas. I think that the size is going to be really key to watch here. If he can get his hands on the Gnar ultimate once again, can potentially just swing this fight entirely. Let's see here if Niku decides to go for the pick once again. Does knock up the Caitlyn, but with Caitlyn being too close to her tower, not going to go for the Fate Sealed there. But it is going to mean here that Hapuuma Matata do have the positioning advantage as Dragon is spawning in 8 seconds. Keep an eye here on the top laners as well. Both teleports are up, I was going to say, but now Gnar does elect to teleport first. So let's see if Silas decides to match, which he does. And now Echo going to go in, going to be forced to use a Chrono Break very, very early. The Grand Skyfall going to come in as well. Going to mean that Pantheon going to be the main target for Hapuuma Matata early on. The Chrono Break though, Echo going to try to find some damage, and Yone going to be overextended as well. Encore meanwhile going to land onto Papa Paw. Going to mean that Yone and Echo are going to be the two casualties of this fight. Meanwhile, Silas able to pick up Kaylin in the backline, and Gorley going to try to find his way onto Ali. Not going to be enough. Baller able to pick that one up. It's a very, very scattered fight that is eventually won though by Hapuuma Matata. Going to be 4-4-1. Good stuff there coming out from all members of Hapuuma Matata in what was a very, very scattered team fight. Communication absolutely crucial there. Going to mean that the Dragons are now leveled up at 2-2, and at 23 minutes in the game, going to be a potential Baron attempt as well. But looks not to be the case as the recalls start coming in. Woo!
Just a complete wipe in the way of Hapuuma Matata.
That was crazy. I need to zoom out further with these scattered team fights. Jesus. That was a lot of fun to cast, not gonna lie. So if my memory serves, that was really started by Echo trying to go aggressive, but he was forced to use a Chrono Break early, which you never want to happen if you are Echo. That's really your get out of jail free button. It meant that the re-engage coming in from the Grand Skyfall did not have an Echo supporting it, and Yone, meanwhile, was also a little bit awkwardly overextended. Hold on, give me Everfrost trying to find his way onto Kaylin. It did not land, unfortunately, which means that the Abscond did not either. Going to be another pick onto Mr. Chunks here in the mid lane. This Silas is just an absolute menace, by the way, to deal with. Now it has the Zanya's Hourglass plus the Everfrost, so going to be a really, really hard to take down.
I think that one of the biggest problems in the last team fight for Andyland was that the Mega Gnar ran out just after the teleport was finished channeling, so they didn't have their biggest engage tool there.
Oh, I didn't even notice. That's a good point. Hold on. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, going to be a duel of the mid laners as Yone able to land a good trade onto Pantheon. Pantheon obviously has only 3 abilities to really use in a fight. Can't really grant Skyfall in the middle of a 1v1, whereas Yone does have the Fate Sealed. So after that early defensive itemization coming out from Niku Toilet, seems to be an inspired decision because he has gone through the roughest early game on Yone. Now, hold on, going to be aggression here onto Echo as well. Not too much follow-up coming in from Seraphine nor Ezreal. Going to mean that the Chrono Break is not used there. But nevertheless, Hapuuma Matata do have good positioning onto Baron here.
Man, I don't know what they say, bro. They be saying Hapuuma Irelia scary. Nah, this Silas scary.
The Silas is
scary.
scary. Right now, playing the role of support Silas, unfortunately for Hapuuma, sitting at 007. Maybe we'll start calling him James Bond in a second. But as it stands here, this Silas, yeah, just is so much that Andyland has to deal with, both in terms of tankiness with the healing from his W, as well as backline threat. We saw him in that specific fight find Caitlyn out in the middle of mid lane, but he is more than happy as well to just be a CC bot with the Stolen Gnar ultimate, with the Everfrost, and really disrupt the engage coming in from Andyland. Oh my god, this Ezreal poke.
Yeah, no, it's Ezreal when he get rolling with like 2 item. Yeah, there's no shot at stopping him, and he don't even lose mana if he hit. You know.
Yep.
Like Homeboy just printing mana at this point.
Printing mana printer go brr indeed. It's going to mean here, though, that there's going to be a potential... Oh, hold on. The Fate Seal did, or the Soul Unbound did get used by Nuki Toilet here, which will mean that Gnar and... Oh, no, where's that Fate Seal going? Yone probably going to go down here. Nep, what are you doing? Going to try to queue over the wall. Oh, it takes the Blast Code over. Thank you to Infernal Soul there. Now, Celery Man going to be engaged onto the melee. Ooh, the Ezo does get the Essence Shift, or the Arcane Shift, followed by the... Echo E, but ooh, needs to dodge out from the two-shot barrage. Okay, so a bit of a hairy call for both the mid lane and the bot lane of Hapuuma Matata. Ezreal almost went down to Echo. Yone almost went down to the duo of Pantheon and Gnar, but it's going to mean that Silas 007 going to slink his way towards that top lane tier 2 and pick that one up. So
someone have to clip that. Someone have to clip that. It's called... He pulled a Houdini on their ass. That's what he did. Yeah. He just fucking cha-ching and he out.
Behind you.
Yeah, nothing personnel, kid. I did not expect the Yone ulting into the wall to be the recipe for success, but crucially, what he did need to do there was not hit any champions with his ultimate. Otherwise, he would have stopped at the first champion hit and brought all the champions he hit with him. So I guess in that sense, ulting towards the wall is probably the best option. And then with the help of Seraphine and a very timely, well-placed Blast Cone, able to get away from Gnar and Pantheon. It's going to mean here that as the third dragon of the game spawns, there is a 6,500 gold lead for Hapuuma Matata. With both Echo and Karma showing on Baron as well. I don't know if this is going to be contested.
I don't think so.
Yep.
And what I'm trying to say is, like, people be talking about, oh yeah, strong jungle, strong top side, strong bot side, but people have been sleeping on my boy Nep. Like,
true.
I don't know, man. It's
yeah,
like,
this Yone is doing so much work. Look at how much damage he's doing to Gnar here. Oh my goodness, taking Gnar very low. Two-shot barrage! Oh, almost finding the Gnar there, but oh my goodness, look at that. It's another... Okay, Grand Scalpel now going to come in. Going to be forcing the issue. Is going to leave, but going to be a huge 3-man encore coming in from Ollie, plus the Barrel over the top. Now going to go down first. Kaylin on the run here. Karma going to go very low as well. Niku totally coming in, able to pick that one up with another arcade shot. Able to pick up the Kaylin as well. 3 members dead for Andyland. It's going to mean that the base should be broken for Hapuuma Matata.
what did I say? What did I say? 9 minutes earlier. Just FF. Save yourself some time, you know?
Yeah.
Go bed early. This is over.
Go to bed early. True. You know, we do have 3 East Coasters here on the side of Hapuuma Matata, but looks to be degen hours are prime hours for them as they are coming out massive against the #1 team in the league in Andyland. However, they do need to be careful because Echo is waiting in the wings, does have Smite available, but needs to be careful. Echo does not get over the fat part of the wall with his E, by the way. Alright. The Baron will be smited away about 500 HP, and now Echo going to be found out by Silas here. So we got to be careful here. The Chrono Break is going to bring him back towards the rest of his team. Going to take the Flash to get out of there. But Baron will be picked up by Hapuuma Matata. Going to open up a 10,000 goldie. Let's see here if they decide to reset. Looks like that will be the case. They're going to reset shop with their newfound riches and then try to really break open the inhibitors of Andyland. Woo.
Yeah, at this point, I don't know. Andyland needs to hope for a miracle. Like, there's not even a single Grievous Swoon item built on any of their characters yet. I don't know how they're gonna win any team fights from here on out unless Hapuuma just massively throws.
Yep. Yeah, I think obviously they were aiming for Karma to pick up that Chemtech Future Fire, but Karma has been stuck in absolute poverty this game. Only at 0-2 and 2, so still a little bit of ways from picking that up. But yeah, that healing reduction is super necessary up against the Yone, up against the Silas. Even a Volibear with his W does a decent amount of healing as well. Meanwhile, going to be a duel here in the top lane between Yone and Pantheon. And Yone should handily win this one at this stage in the game. Going to blink behind the shield of Gordo Lee. Nothing personal, Gordo. And now going to be a potential 1v3 in the bot lane as the Gnar ultimate doesn't land. But now the Yone going to teleport in. Does not have the ultimate, remember.
Wait.
Hold on, gonna be a potential. Oh my goodness, looks like 2v4. Look at that.
Yo,
Your name.
look at
Oh
this.
my god, the true shot barrage almost taking out both Karma and Nar here. And meanwhile, the base of Andyland is getting absolutely shredded, as we're now gonna be the target here potentially, but gonna be sitting on top of the parallel convergence, just saying come at me, bro. Gonna be a flash encore as well to pick up 2 more kills to pad the KDA, and Hapuuma Matata once again defeat Andyland, dethroning the kings of the league. GG.
All I'm saying is, my boy Hapuuma ball out today. Same up my boy Neb. Man, I don't know, man. This is not the team that I know. I started to have doubt that we're gonna win them tomorrow now. Shit.
Yeah, you guys are their next game, by the way, Riot. So 7 p.m. You better come correct, as they say, because this version of Hapuuma Matata can, as far as I'm concerned, they can take down Prime SKT. So you gotta really be on your grind. But as it stands here, Hapuuma Matata, unfortunately, they did take the L last night to Pokecard, which prevents a potential clash for the #1 spot. But it is going to mean that they are now at 8-5. Their last game of the season will be against Double Jungle Gap. Let's take a look at the key moments from this game. It was a relatively slow early game, but Magnus Crow here, after not really doing too much for the first 9.5 minutes, able to find a counter gank onto Echo. Echo using the Chrono Shift, gonna walk into a very, very angry Thunder Bear, gonna get stomped into the ground. Now that Mininar is gonna get locked up by the Abscond as well. And the next real big fight here was at this dragon. This was a really awkward fight. It actually started a lot earlier than the kills show. So we'll take a look here. Starts with a boomerang just catching onto Volibear. So let's see if they try to get a pick onto Volibear. It doesn't end up being the case. But this scattered team fight that has really been defining the game, going to favor Hapuuma Matata, because it allows Silas here to get into Everfrost range of both Kalen and Karma, and stealing the Echo ulti is going to mean that he gets back out in time. Volibear doing just enough disruption, and now it's going to be the re-engage coming in shortly. With no ultimates available on either side, let's see how this fight ends up panning out. Yone gonna go over the wall, does have the Fate Sealed, or Soul Unbound, excuse me. It's a little bit of a cardinal sin, I think, if you are Andyland. At this point, just kind of call it a day, give up the dragon. It's only the first dragon of the game, but instead try to poke their heads in a little bit too far. Magnus able to smite that one away. Echo without the Chrono Shift means that he and Gordelie do get picked up. Oh no, actually no, Gordelie does not get picked up here, but there's a Silas over the wall. And Karma going to be overextended against the Silas. Maybe that the Karma goes down. This really started the snowball for Hapuuma Matata. And yeah, let's take a look at this next one. This was the next big fight that opened up the dragon, as well as really the big lead. So going to be dual teleports coming in from both Nar and Silas. And we're going to see here, Yone going a little bit overextended, gets aggressed on by the Echo. The Grand Skyfall going to really pincer Yone in here. But there is an overextended Nar who is back in mini form. As you pointed out earlier, Pizza, going to mean that there is no real teamfight ultimate available for Andyland. And it just ended up going south. Gordelie split off from the rest of his team. Silas able to disrupt so much, eventually able to find his way onto both Kalen and Nar. Meant that this Silas at now 007 just did so much work in the fight in conjunction with the rest of his team.
I mean, that first fight, I don't know what they're thinking. They obviously cannot chase Volibear. He run on 4 leg, they run on 2 leg. Come on now, simple math. Of course you cannot chase him.
Quick maths. True. But wait, with Meganar has 4 legs, right? He runs on his forearms.
Yeah, but he built like a gorilla.
You tell me gorillas can't run fast?
They hop, they skid. They don't run, they skid. Come on now.
I mean, they're
fast as fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say their land speed is absolutely ridiculous.
Hold on. Okay, let's do some quick check. Okay,
Hold on.
some fact check.
Take one more look at this mid lane fight here. Let's start it from the top. Let's stop talking about gorillas real quick. This Ezreal poke gonna mean that Andyland just had a huge HP deficiency. Gonna be a massive 3-person encore coming in from Ollie as well on the serve, and to really open this team fight up. And afterwards, it's just the Yone Ezreal show doing so much damage. Echo, unfortunately, was at the start of the fight, I think, counter jungling away the wolves. So yeah, this really sealed the game, I think, for Hapuuma Matata, but just a well-played game coming out from them to really pick up a big win here and keep them in the hunt for that second seed. Whew.
Yeah, I mean,
both teams drafted kind of similarly here, just very skirmish-oriented team comps, but Hapuuma Matata just executing so much better.
Yeah, definitely. And that's what it comes down to at the end of the day is execution. You can draft Kingdom somebody, but you know, you still had to play it out, and play it out did Hapuuma Matata. Celery Man here leading the way at 26k, and then the duo of Silas and Yone at 16k. So let's hear from the trio of them, and we're gonna see. Alright, so Celery Man, dragged. Hapuuma, dragged. Oops, I dropped Hapuuma in Andyland's chat, that's awkward.
oh no, that's a BM, bro.
Okay, my bad. I dropped you into the heart of the enemy there for just 1 second, Hapuuma, but we're joined here on the post-game desk by Hapuuma, Nep, and Alex on Silas, Yone, and Ezreal here. Congratulations to you guys. For some reason, you guys seem to be the bane of Andyland. The first team to take 2 games from them this season. So actually going to be the only team to do that because Strag are 1-1. So giant killers you are if you guys can't necessarily take care of the other teams. You guys seem to have Andyland's number. But anyways, let's take a look here. First question going to go to Hapuuma, I think. On the Silas, as soon as I saw the Gnar locked in, I got flashbacks to you and I debating about which ultimate is the best to take between Gnar ultimate, Malphite ultimate, and Seraphine ultimate. And you adamantly said Gnar ultimate is the best option for Silas. Yeah. A little bit of vindication here, although you didn't have exactly, other options, to be honest. But as soon as they saw Gnar, did you know that you were going to go with Silas this game?
So it's either I go AD and Nep goes AP, or the other way, right? But then, I don't know, it looked like Nep wanted to play AD mid lane, and also I just wanted to prove once again that Gnar ulti is the best ulti to take. Yeah.
Alright. So. Well, technically we still don't have the answer to that question because you didn't exactly have the choices, but nevertheless, a really solid performance coming out from the Silas. I'm going to take just a shred of credit, getting those Silas fingers warmed up following our little in-house yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyways, congratulations to the Silas. Meanwhile, second question now going to go to Nep, aka Niku Toilet. We finally saw it, Nep. We finally saw the Yone.
Baby, we did it.
Yeah,
baby.
Finally.
What's wrong with you, bro? What's wrong with you? Why you sound so sad? Have some energy. Come on.
My energy went towards Grace already.
What does that mean?
Someone get Grace in here. Someone get Grace in here.
No. She went to bed. She tired.
Goddamn. Okay. Yeah. Well, looks like you directed your energies correctly this game. Looked to be a little bit hairy in the early game. Obviously, laning against Pantheon is never a fun time, but you end up going with a early chain vest of all things. That's some small dick energy, bro.
I mean, do you want me to get one-shotted? And
True.
I do like 1/4 of his HP. He does like 3/4 of mine.
True.
May I interrupt?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So I don't know why our mid laner gets a spotlight or interview because he has double death of entire our team.
No. I mean, I want to hear from Nep because he finally got to play Yone. And we'll get the rest of you. Relax, okay? Come on. Hapuuma, you're the team captain. You're supposed to lift everyone else up, not bring them down. What the fuck, bro?
Man.
That's my job. That's
I was
my
playing weak
job.
side mid. Come on.
True. Okay. So last but not least, I want to talk to Alex here on the Ezreal. Ended up with a 9-0 and 4 score line. Those Mystic shots did so much goddamn damage in the mid to late game. What was the key to success on Ezreal in this game?
They finally let me pick it.
They finally let you pick it. Have you not been able to pick it? I feel like they've given you Ezreal as an option before.
Yeah, just, my team didn't believe in me.
No, I believe in you. I always believe in you.
Only Nep believed in me.
Just not your Ash.
Just not your Ash. Damn.
Just not his Ash. And his Tristana.
Okay. Yo, what the fuck? You guys taking shots at each other on the fucking interview, Des. What the hell's this all about?
Is everything okay? Like you guys just want.
We're gonna have a meeting after this one.
We're gonna have Roger Daddy with our TED Talk coming in.
Okay.
All
right. If you call me daddy, you can get whatever you want from me. Shit. But anyways, yeah, this is another solid performance. What's going to be the key to make sure that you guys show up against any other team, not just versus Andyland? Because as it stands, you guys are tied now for the, well, technically you guys are still in contention for that second round bye, or first round bye, which means that you would meet Andyland in the finals. But before that, you have to take care of business with teams below you in the table, which hasn't necessarily been your team's strong suit. What's the issue with that? Why do you guys only perform against Andyland and I feel like against better teams? Anybody can answer.
So with Andyland, we probably had previous games, and then we had our TED Talks, and those help a lot.
True.
And then I guess the lower teams right now, we kind of just go in the idea like, oh, we can just beat them and stuff like that. And then my fucking top laner in Valiant. So
oh my god! More shots! Holy shit!
Okay.
Oh no. Okay, I mean go. Go.
Okay. I think it might be off stream.
Okay, yeah, that's probably a good idea. As far as we know, you guys are sunshine and roses here at Hapuuma Matata after picking up with this win over Andyland. Gonna move you guys to 8 and 5, but maybe not so serene behind the scenes, if I do say so.
No, that's good. We definitely needed that after all the cordial talk and the pregame interviews today. Thank you so much.
True.
I will spice things up.
We gotta get. We need that manufactured drama. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You gotta give Chad a show.
Okay. Well, you did give us a show that game. There were a lot of extended fights too, which put my casting abilities to the test. So that was a lot of fun. But again, congratulations to Hapuuma Matata. Now at 8 and 5, Andyland are going to fall to 10 and 3. Not that they care. They already have the number 1 seed locked up. So with that, then we're going to look forward to the weekend and to tomorrow's stream. So let's take a look here. Tomorrow we will have a triple header. We will see Hapuuma Matata first thing in the evening at 7 p.m. versus Double Jungle Gap, going to try to take their revenge upon Calvin's team, whom they had previously lost to, because for some reason you guys always play down to the teams below you in the standings. At 8 p.m. it will be Strag versus Pokecard. Strag looking to get back into the playoff picture. Pokecard with their new top laner Ryan, too cool, beating Hapuuma Matata last night. And at 9 p.m. we will see Double Jungle Gap again versus Don't Worry We Scale. Should do a lot for either team in terms of their playoff standing. Got to keep an eye on that. So tomorrow, Saturday, 7 p.m. PST, triple header. Don't miss it, ladies and gentlemen. We're always going to be here doing it big. Okay, so with that,
All
should
right.
be everything. So good night to Twitch chat. Anything, Hapuuma, Matata, you guys want to say? Nep, I feel like I know what you're going to say, but I'm going to give you a shot.
Good night, Twitch chat.
Wow.
Probably didn't believe us.
What do you mean? I
Fuck
bet
you.
9K on you.
Oh, true.
Okay, you know what, Ryan? You always bet on me. Okay.
You're right. You're right. I didn't pay people out. I apologize. So, congratulations to those who bet on Hapuuma Matata. You guys were the heavy underdogs at 30-70 this game. So
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Hey, that's why we win.
There it is.
We win on this one. Except for Ryan.
Okay.
This is how we win our games, man.
Yep.
Let's see. Ryan bet on you guys. Jesse, Calvin bet on you guys, and so did Free Trader Beowulf. Free Trader Beowulf coming up big with a couple of these bets as well. So, good stuff there.
Dear enjoyer.
Okay.
You're welcome, guys.
All right.
Thanks for believing us.
Thanks for believing in Hapuuma Matata. Thanks for tuning in to the stream. We'll see you guys back bright and early, 7 p.m. PST tomorrow night. Good night, Twitch chat.